Yeah, action now, action, girl. You know, let's start with my music.
I'm about to say, where the theme music?
I'm about to play some music, get the vibes going. This to me is I love this song. Like I'm gonna play this song all summer, all summer. All right. Oh wait, before we start too. No, I'm gonna do that after the music. I'm gonna do that after the music. I love this song. I tried to teach you, but I need some lessons. I need to get better. I tried to live, but I can't. I don't know I'm the one. Turn me out of my mind. You don't need no other body. You don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. Only you feel on my body. You don't need no other body. Alright, I love y'all. I love that song. I'm telling you, like I listen to that song every day. That is really like a real good summer jam. What's up? What's up? What's up, world? Welcome to Venus versus Mars. I'm your host, Talk with Teasy. I'm in the building, of course. We got some of the Venus versus Mars family, and one of our Venus versus Mars family today is her birthday. So I want to shout out my girl Kia. Happy birthday, boo! Happy birthday! I'm gonna give her a shout out.
Happy birthday, Kia.
Hey y'all, what's up, y'all?
Look at her at work.
I'm about to say, I know she ain't on the clock.
Yeah.
Work.
If I could get to the chicken, Kia.
That's right. We got Lorraine in the building. What's up, Lorraine?
Hello,
Level Up
hello. I
TV.
missed you guys. I missed you guys.
We miss you too on the Venus versus Mars. What's up, Tiffany? You on mute, Tiff.
Wow. What's poppin'? I was gonna say happy birthday, Kia, all that stuff.
G Gift this says starting off with the right song. I tell you that. I'm trying to tell you that song is like so good. I love that song. All right, you guys. So tonight's topic, I mean, y'all probably wondering. Me and my co-host kind of came up with this. More so my co-host, Webb, who's supposed to be in the building sooner or later, you guys. But we got Lorraine right now to get on. So
Web, where you at?
yep, Webb.
You got this, Lorraine. You got this.
Right. This was really like Webb's idea. He really wants to talk about this. But you know, it is good too for us females to ask questions. We might have some questions for the fellas. So it's the Hot Seat Edition Part 1, and we labeled it Fellas, What's the Deal? So basically, whatever questions, even men, like men talking to each other, holding each other accountable. Females, if y'all have any questions for men, or you know, it could be anything. Why they do this, or you know, what might they need from as a man and things like that. So that is what we are doing tonight. So it might go into a little
Got to
bit
be
different.
blatantly honest as men.
Yes, that's another thing. Gotta be honest, y'all. Don't sit up here trying to fabricate. Like just be honest.
Sugarcoat.
Okay.
Yeah, don't sugarcoat. We're not gonna sugarcoat. And then I think Webb too wanted to talk about like men, I don't know. I'm gonna let him get to it, but I know it was like men men having like female tendencies and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into it. I have an easy one I can start off with. I have a question.
full of Ray.
Mother Ray, because you're the only one up here right now.
Right.
So
but I want to hear y'all perspective on it too. But shoot.
It's an easy one. It's kind of funny, but it's not funny. Why do men like to leave the toilet seat up?
Oh shit. Well, I could, when I'm on here, I try to speak for myself, and hopefully that be a little bit general. But speaking for myself, sometimes it be some lazy stuff, Sometimes it be laziness, but for the most part, I think it's because like I got a problem with authority, and when she say put the toilet seat up, put the toilet seat down. And something in my brain just triggered to leave that shit up. I'm gonna keep it a stack. But I was raised by a woman, feel me? So I know how to be sensitive about it, but there's that problem with authority that should be kicking in sometimes.
Thank you for your honesty. I wonder if other men feel like that.
And sometimes it's just easy access. I'm gonna come back and pee.
Yeah, but
feel me?
What about the female? What about the female in the house or females could be?
Just as much as I gotta lift the seat so I don't pee on it, y'all gotta put it down so you don't fall in that motherfucker.
Facts. I can see it. It's like, up, my turn. Up, your turn. Up.
Right.
Like you gotta do what you gotta do.
Tiff, no.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, that is a question. A lot of people want to know that. Some people don't agree with men leaving up the seat. They feel like put down the seat automatically.
I don't think it's something that should cause like a big, like a type of argument, anything like that. Once you're used to it, you're used to it. But I definitely think that a lot of women have that question.
Bill, let down the seat.
Put the seat down.
I know
almost fell in the toilet.
I know some people that be tight about that, and I'm thinking that it come from that experience, like getting caught slipping, like literally. And the motherfucker.
Or you just like, yes, that's the one you had you falling in the toilet. Damn.
Oh my gosh! In the middle of the night when you gotta pee,
right.
Like what and you don't like to touch that part of the toilet.
Oh my God,
that part of the toilet is like.
Or you sit down, you don't even know it's up, and you sit and it's all cold. That is so like yo.
For real.
Or you rather sit on a seat with pee on it.
Either or it could be. So it's like
I don't want.
It's just that feeling of the baldness of the toilet.
Just do something to you.
It's no security. No security.
None whatsoever. To he don't know. He don't get it. No whatsoever.
No, listen. I'm a germaphobe.
They get it because guys have to sit down at some point as well.
Right, so. Exactly. And listen, I got a nasty 18-year-old. Like he nasty. Feel me? So I be like dog, wipe the seat after you go. Like, oh my God, I don't even want to get into it.
Nobody don't want to touch your pee.
Right.
But I get it. But I ain't gonna say I don't do it too, because I do. I be having to catch myself. Damn well my mother taught me better.
Look, ladies too, you go into the bathroom, Miss Little Pee on the seat.
No.
Nobody don't do no courtesy.
No. So on the adverse, ladies, clean that little butt dirt stripe off the motherfucker. The fuck?
Yo.
I'm a germaphobe.
Yo, first of all, today is not about the ladies already. So
I know it went there. That's how it got real funny.
I take it back. You're right.
It got funny right there, though.
You're gonna have to say that a couple times tonight, too.
Tell me, do you have a question? That was a good start off question.
I know. This caught me off guard. I should have been thinking about some questions.
I
No.
know. Or maybe I should have sent you
Just
this.
start
What's
with,
the
if I
deal?
do men in your head, just start with, why do men? I'm sure something gonna come out.
Yeah, why do men?
I was about to say, I don't know.
Why do men?
Oh shit.
Do all men put locks on their phones, or do you got a lock on your phone?
I do, but it's for a couple of different reasons. Like part of it is for work, feel me? Because I be leaving my phone around, and I can't have people being able to open my junk and seeing my emails or seeing some personal stuff. Don't start swiping through the photos or nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But as far as for like my significant other, the lock ain't for them. If you gotta lock your shit with your significant other, then y'all gotta do some more explaining about your situation.
All right. Because still, some people will say it's for this and that or whatever, but
Yeah, a lot of people will say it's for work and know damn well I don't want you snooping on my shit.
or like you
Or-
said, certain
Or the
pictures.
security.
Yeah.
Or
Me,
they
I
say
don't
like
have no
somebody
lock on
can't
my
steal my
phone.
phone.
But are you around somebody that could possibly pick it up and
It's like, go through mine. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Right, no, I'm saying that's what they be saying. Like, I don't want to buy if somebody steal my phone, they could get into it like
Yeah,
slim
like
chances.
all
for me, I'm
valid,
trying to
all
figure
valid.
out like
But I'm
it
gonna
ain't
keep it a
that.
stack. If I'm a dude and I'm out trapping, or if I'm just out and about in the world, or if my phone don't have no sensitive information, if I got a lock on it and I'm like with somebody, it's probably to lock your ass out my shit so you don't see what's in my shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the long and short of it, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm a private person. Like I don't like people in my business or having access to be able to get in my business. But I don't necessarily think of my phone like that. I don't think like, oh shit, I might lose my phone and then people will see everything. I like
That'd be the least of my worries.
facts.
Because I'm trying to figure, like, I know some people do it because of this and that, but it's just like a lot. If you think about it, like only time if I took a picture or something like that, now I'm scared. You only get a little like nervous when you got something going on in there. Like
Yeah.
other than that, nah. Like I leave my phone anywhere, everywhere. I have nothing to hide. You can look at my messages, whatever.
Leave it right on the counter.
I mean, I
So-
got some inappropriate stuff on my phone. I ain't gonna lie. Old stuff, inappropriate stuff. Nothing.
Now you got another question? Who?
Yeah, Nate said, "Oh, okay," and he said, "Nah, you ain't about to cash app shit, so shit." Bro.
Oh shit! See, I ain't even thinking about that.
That
I ain't
is
even
funny.
That's
That's a
Nate
fact.
always saying some smart shit. Always.
That's a fact.
Nate, where you
That
at?
cash
Yo, you
app.
know that you gonna Nate. That's what they gonna do. They gonna cash out from your phone once they have your passcode.
That's a good one.
Oh my god, I'm always keeping my lock on my shit now.
Oh my god!
I'm glad I got a code anyway. So if you try to send some money, it's a code.
Oh my
Cause
god, ladies out there, if you ever run into Lorraine and don't have this conversation, because Nate already solidified that the lock gonna be on there.
He said, "Plus, I got kids that play 100 games."
See, that's another thing. You have not just people cash apping, but kids Amazon and PlayStation
You're making up some good
storing.
excuses to give the men Nate.
Right. Let's roll with that.
No, y'all should not roll with that.
How many parents out there had to ever tried to call Amazon and cancel an order, or call PlayStation and try to cancel some skins or whatever the kids got.
I mean, I definitely get the aspect of having kids and them going in your phone and stuff like that. I definitely get that. So that can be a legit reason, but nah, bro. Like, it's too many, like Tiffany said, like you gotta put passwords in. It's too many things you could do to protect your phone from being used for
Look,
certain
your kid.
stuff.
Look, you pass out. Your kid can't even open your phone to call 911.
Yes, sir. That's the one thing you could do without a code.
Right.
Oh well, but look, not if it's your 3-year-old or whatever. Some people they brains ain't gonna be clicking right then and there. They probably gotta call your mama, call somebody.
You use that
But that's why I
SOS.
leave
Use
mine
that
open at all
SOS
times,
thing.
though.
I have another question.
Okay.
I think. Oh, why?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Nate said phone store passwords now and games.
Hi, mama.
Yeah, they do. They do store the phones. Do store the passwords now.
And debit cards, all that.
Yeah, the wallet. I ain't gonna lie. I do like how it got all the passwords saved. Like you could just save it, pop up when you go on that app or that link.
Easy.
Real easy.
Keep
You be
them
like,
things
use. I
locked.
be like,
Keep them
yup.
things locked, fellas.
Face ID. Right, and that's another thing. Like these phones, well, they got Face ID, so put a Face ID on your stuff so people can use it. But okay, I got another question. Why do men think that is sexy when they girl is mad at them? Not like for like crazy mad, but like they girl be mad and think that is sexy, and they be just like why do men? What is the turn on about that? Inquiring minds would like to know.
Honestly, that's a great question because and I don't know what it is. Well, the more I talk, maybe it'll come out. But like I like, well, no. Let me back up. In my lifetime, I've been attracted to women who have that abrasive type of personality. You get what I'm saying? That might be the mean girl, or that might exhibit different characteristics that might scare people away. Partly because I know some of the factors that go into like developing a personality like that. And I like I like the feeling of helping a woman feel okay to not be like that. You get what I'm
Or
saying?
she go to 0 to 100 real quick. You be like, you just start smiling because you like, girl, you need to cut it out.
Right.
I be like, no, I'm dead serious. Yeah,
Right,
girl.
be dead serious. You trying to see
Yeah, my
good
man do that.
response.
He be like, he says, I just go back. See anybody else I want to go back and forth with, but with you, I just go back and forth just because.
Aggressive passion. That's what Nate said.
And that's a part of it too. You get what I'm saying? A lot of men might say they want that passive, okay, and yes, and you are right, and daddy, and all of that type of stuff. But like a real man gonna want somebody that's gonna bring the same level of feminine energy as I'm gonna bring masculine energy. You get what I'm saying? And they're gonna be attracted to that. And I love a woman that's aggressive. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little passive myself. Feel me? So if I've been fortunate to be like I've been fortunate to attract women who know what the fuck they want, and I fit somewhere in that shit, and they come and try to get this shit. You get what I'm saying?
I got a question after.
Alrighty then.
All right. So this just made me think of a question. So you know how like do guys, some guys like to cuddle. It's about cuddling, or do they like you know, because men always initiate stuff. You know, like they always be the first one to like grab you up or, you know, do this. Do men like to be, you know, held or, you know, like the woman to make the first move when it comes to stuff like that?
That's a good question.
Like I said earlier, I'm only speaking for myself. You
Right.
get what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like time sensitive. Like if we just finished and we both sweaty because I sweat a little bit.
You
I
sweat a
ain't
lot.
gonna want to touch you.
And
You
after
go over
it's
there.
finished, what?
You go over there, and I'm gonna go over here. You get what I'm saying? But if like I'm into like like
Affection.
big no. I'm into big
Oh, okay.
boobs and big butts. So I like this lay up on that. If I'm not hot, you get what I'm saying? I want to cuddle up on those and get comfortable. You get what I'm saying? And I know I'm a big guy, but
And
I know how to
so
make it work.
is it okay for her to like make a move where she just, you know, like how people just regularly lay on each other
Without you
or
making that move first.
Listen,
yeah,
man.
without you always just touching because God, like as much as women like to be touched, you know, it's a lot of guys that like to be touched as well.
Oh, listen, man.
You ain't.
If
Oh,
you
sorry, right.
don't
It
if
ain't
you
no
don't
touch.
make that move, girl, like that's we dig that. Like we
I feel you. That's what you gotta tell the people. Like,
yeah,
yo,
Yeah,
girl, if
that's
you
what
don't
we
we
grab,
want
like
to
we
if you
like
hear.
don't grab mine, you feel
no.
me?
Let me talk to all the women out there, and
Yo, Nate.
What he
All
said,
right,
we
and
gotta,
then
we
we
gotta,
gotta see
I'm
what
done
Nate say.
multitasking.
we gotta see what Nate got to
For
say. He
real.
in here.
Listen, ladies, men. I mean, as alpha as we try to be, it's definitely attractive when is a we dealing with an assertive woman. Feel me? That's some attractive stuff right there. Don't never feel like hesitant to do something that you feel good doing. If you
Right.
want to bust a move, bust a move. If he don't like that, then he might not be the one you need to be busting a move on. Simple as that.
Right. You know, for example, like a guy could just like
Ooh,
he could just like prop his fingers real quick or something. You feel me? But then next, you know,
Nah,
like
you just gotta test the waters and see how they
for real.
react. Once you test the waters and see how they, you be like, all right, I'm.
But like he said, alpha, like some people be trying to act, they be seeming so tough that you don't
Yeah,
know
but
whether to be like,
that's all play, Tiffany, for the most part. Like Lorraine said, he telling the truth.
got it.
That was a good question. Oh, Nate said, hell yeah. Nate, stop commenting. You supposed to be up
Yeah,
here. And
for
he
real
I
come
now.
out the
know.
way. And he said, put those big old titties on my chest.
See, I told y'all Nate is a smart guy.
Oh God, he gonna have a contract for that too. Everything a contract with me. All right, let me see, Tiffany. You did that question. Let me see if I have another. There's so many questions like you could ask a man. Like,
I hope I'm doing the fellas some type of justice.
I don't know. I'm like in the responses, so I don't know if you're helping out the women over here, but oh well. Let me see.
Question for you, girl. Get them questions.
Men, why do men? I'm trying to do like something with like a lot of men because there's so many questions. Like
why do Lorraine be doing this shit? Like, no, let's keep it general. Let's keep it general.
right, that's what I'm trying to do. So, okay, why do men? This is a little deep. Why do men not like to talk about their emotions and their feelings and things that they're going through, like during a downtime or any other time?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I have to shift it a little bit.
Right. So how we taught to be by society and the men in our lives, it all revolves around being tough and strong. And when you start exposing like negative thoughts and negative feelings and and vulnerabilities, like it kind of goes against everything that we taught to be as men. You get what I'm saying? When we fell when we was kids, motherfuckers told us, "Yo, stop crying." Like I blew out my knee when I was like 7, 8. Feel me? Went to my grandmother's house crying like a baby. And they told me like, stop crying. Go take a nap. Feel me? Never got no surgery or nothing, but like I heard my shit like pop. But it was the 80s, and
Basically, like, suck it up.
exactly. And our whole childhood is based off suck it up, and then on a positive end, like be
Always
the
gonna
best
cry.
whatever you do. So having vulnerabilities don't necessarily coincide with that.
Yeah, I was just about to say, so it makes it hard for you guys to be vulnerable.
Absolutely. I mean, and plus, like, not a lot of us don't really recognize the value in that. And I, part of it is I'm just talking from like word of mouth and stories that I've heard is it's not always easy to be that vulnerable with people because not everybody is able to be responsible with the shit that you tell them. You get what
Right.
I was just about to say something about that. Go ahead.
For real.
I mean, I done heard from I've interacted with a lot of women in my life, and through those women, I done heard about a lot of niggas that I know, like intimate shit that was they little pillow talk, but it turned into ours. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of that, but at the same time, like I said, for the most part, is like we're not taught to be vulnerable. We're not taught to be emotional and share and shit.
And sometimes people use that stuff against you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you have you ever been in a situation where you told a woman and like, because I hear a lot of men say that too, like you tell them your stuff and your experience and things you've been through, and then they use it against you.
Right.
The
So
female in your life.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like I ain't about to share nothing that I'm not worried about you running out in the streets telling because I know that's a possibility. I've been fortunate to run into like women who for whatever relationship we have, they feel responsible with the shit that I say. Like they know like I'm not that type of person that's gonna be like being for like open and forthright with everything. So when they do get information, they feel like they could be responsible with it. You get what I'm saying? I've been fortunate to run into women like that. Plus I ain't got nothing going on in my life that somebody can't go run and tell. Ain't nothing going like my shit is boring as shit. Dude, I mean, there's some stuff I did when I was younger that I ain't proud of, but outside of that, I ain't worried about nothing. That's just me speaking for myself. It's some wild guys out here that got some skeletons in the closet that I'm sure they don't want they pillow talk to get out in the world, but that ain't me, you know?
Right. Good
But
response. You're doing good for the fellas, Lorraine. You doing good today. Get a little clap because you're up here by yourself.
You silly.
Well, Nate in the comments, because he
Nate
said
don't
we was
drink at
taught to be tough. Yeah, I know. I think that's the number one thing, like the way that the upbringing was, and I think that definitely plays a major part into it. But y'all gotta be vulnerable at some point. But I feel like y'all have it's like kind of like a little barrier sometimes.
I think like real talk, I think even the we use that word vulnerable, but I don't think it's a vulnerability to be able to share your emotions. There we go.
What's up? What's up? We got you in the hot seat up here, huh?
Yo, I don't know if you can see like my forehead sweating.
Yeah, he's doing good though.
But I think we need to change that the language, because it's not being vulnerable, like talking about your emotions and shit. Like that's being a well-rounded person and being able to be introspective. You get what I'm saying? What you
I
think,
agree.
Nate?
I agree.
You summed it up pretty well. I mean, we need to be that way, but like you said, that's not what men was taught to back in the day. We was taught to, hold our feelings in and fight through whatever. But men do break down after we go through our traumas or whatever. We do break down those that we are, emotionally involved in. So
Right.
That was good. So it sounds like you guys don't have a problem with opening up.
I
No,
mean,
uh, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay, what you saying?
it
I,
depends on what
I
it is.
I'm not the type that's gonna be like, it's certain shit that, like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like with my son, and his mom, like it's not a lot of people that I talk to about that. Like, and there's is a lot of people that grew up with us that know the story, but outside of that, I'm not offering that as a topic of conversation. You get what I'm saying?
You
And
think when you start getting into a deep relationship or something like that, somebody that you feel like you
Trust.
might just be planning to marry or something like that, that it could one day just come out where y'all both like share something? I think you
so,
gotta be more comfortable enough with, like, really comfortable.
oh, absolutely. So if it's somebody that I'm building with, as we building, then all of those, like, defense mechanisms and built up walls, all of that shit gonna come down.
Right.
Right.
And I'm
Fact.
It's supposed
It's
to.
a natural come down. Like
right.
we got our walls built up so high, and if somebody can master knocking them down, like, we're sometimes, because we all growing every single day,
Hmm.
so it's definitely
Hmm.
something that got to do with growing with each other.
It gotta
Oh,
be
what
somebody
you master how to knock these walls down? What? It's like, all
Oh my,
right, so
that's for Saturday.
that's what?
That's for Saturday night.
Yeah.
I wasn't even talking about those walls, okay?
Oh,
I was
that's
talking
what
about
it went to, like,
you
girl.
guys, y'all being fresh because I definitely wasn't talking about those walls. I was talking about what he's
Knocking
like
the
what
walls.
Tiffany
Yeah.
just said,
those
like
other
knocking
walls. You talk about the
those
other
little
walls.
those little barriers, like
Okay. Barriers.
Like
Barriers.
I said, gotta be somebody you trust. Gotta be
It's,
somebody you can
it's
trust.
me next with the question.
yes, your turn. Oh, Web in the
Okay.
building.
What it is?
Hey, what up? What up? What up? I clicked the
All
wrong
right.
link. That's what the problem was.
Wait, Tiffany got a question.
So my question is, do I don't know if it's in men's younger days or nowadays, but before you find the right person, like, do you feel like did men ever feel like they missing out on something? Like, you know how you meet a girl,
That's a good question.
you meet a female, but yet you still fishing around just because. Do you think inside your head, like, I know this girl is good, but what if it's her, or what if it's her, or what if it's her?
Hmm.
Go ahead, Web, answer that.
That's a
Me?
that's a
Nah,
Go
good
ahead, Web.
question, Tiffany.
go ahead, Nate. Talk.
Then
Go ahead,
come to
Web.
find out at the last minute, they ain't
Nah,
even what
listen
they
though.
really supposed to be.
I'm gonna keep it a stack.
Hi, Toddy Toddy.
Just cause you asked the question the way that you did, I'm gonna answer it like this. Uh, for the most part, when a man is out doing bullshit, cheating and stuff like that, that's our own insecurities. Like, it's all different type of excuses that we make in our head that make it okay for us to be out doing that shit. Like, we tell ourselves, man, she probably doing the same shit, or man, this, or man, that, or whatever the case may be. And real talk, it kind of boil you down to insecurities. But when the men get to a point to where, like, it ain't insecure no more, and I know, like, I'm a catch, then it changed to what you said.
Okay.
Like then it changed to hold up. If I got my shit together, I can't be fucking with her from motherfucking that live over the store.
Or keeping your
That
old
nah,
friends, keeping them old
even
friends.
though she
That's what.
look good as shit and she kind of cool, but I gotta match priorities, goals, and perspectives with somebody if I'm gonna have a positive relationship. So it gets to the point to where you like, if I get my shit together, you better be getting your shit together too. Like I can't evolve on my own, and if I am evolving on my own, then I might be like, well, shit, grass might be green on the other side.
Yeah, because some people they can know that the female is all in. But it just seemed like you might shoot a text on Instagram. You feel me? Like this little text is something somewhere. Like you know what I'm trying to say. Where I'm trying to get to. Anybody else want to answer, Webb or Nate, from a
Yeah,
different
man.
point of view?
But
I mean, dudes, you know, we like.
Y'all missing out on something?
You're a
I
little bit
guess
stuck there.
no. I guess
It's like,
no. I'm trying to like Lorraine pretty much said it all. Like there is it's insecurities there that makes us go looking as anyone else. You get what I'm saying? Like if you find somebody and they're the one for you, there's no reason you should be looking at anything else or
Because you can know
anybody
she
else.
wifey.
Not
You can know she wifey.
because
But
don't get
like
me
a
wrong,
lot of men,
other women are attractive, and you're gonna look at other
right?
women, but to take it a step further,
that's all you
is,
better do.
huh?
Right.
What's that?
We can look
Say that
together.
he
again.
said that's what you better do. Damn.
That's all
We
you
can,
better do.
we can look together.
Oh, mm.
Not at men though.
Exactly.
We can look together at women, but not at men.
Exactly. But see that then there's
Yeah,
insecurity with that too. But
nowadays,
And some men do say they not about to, and even though they send a text or send, like pictures, that they not about to go, go visit them or make something happen with the person. But men do got to know temptation is a motherfucker effer, you
do
know?
women
Right.
know what's up, motherfucker? Because that
I mean, I don't see
temptation to get you into some
And I
situations you
think that's
can't
for
get you
everybody,
inside of.
because us women could do that too, but you cannot let temptation get to you. But that was my question. So, if Shantae, if you want to go or
Now
whatever.
wait, Nate was about to answer.
He ain't sound like he
Yeah,
wanted
let
to answer
Nate
this one
answer.
down.
Cause I gotta go ahead while he's doing that. Go ahead,
I was
Nate.
about to answer. What? Okay.
You was about to start talking and then Webb started talking.
Yeah, I set up Web handled it. He said what I was gonna say. So
Well, the good thing about it is they said that not for us good women, it's not us. You heard what they said? Like it's not y'all, it's not
That's what no.
nah.
That's when it's the one. It's not y'all, but usually it be y'all.
Power off.
Yep, power off. You just said something.
What is it? The power is off.
Yeah.
What is that?
Just ask Alexa.
Who's Alexa? What's that? What the fuck?
Yo, my shit always
Yo, that
at the
was
right
hilarious.
time. Yo, that's funny. Hey Kai, what's up? Tori said, all I'm saying is men. Hey Tori's crazy girl. She said, when the conversation is getting shorter with me, it must be getting longer with somebody else. Is that true, men? When the conversation start getting shorter with the person that you with?
Yeah, because
Communication.
communication.
yeah, whoa,
Communication is
no,
energy. So if
no.
you are taking that energy, that's true.
What? That is not
It's
true.
not real talk. It's
It
energy.
can be
If
true.
you're taking that energy away from one place, it's being put somewhere else.
That is
It
not.
might not.
That's
That,
just one thing.
Listen, Nate, it can be true, but that's not the blanket. Like if
yeah.
if
Don't
me
say
and
that
you
on all
if me and
Understandable.
you
men right
not
there.
vibing and
Because you could be working.
and I like women act like men can't get like attitudes or get turned off or feel
Exactly.
negative
There
about
you go.
our situation. You get what I'm saying? And all those feelings that make me like regress in my communication.
And
That
Fact.
then
don't mean
sometimes
that
us
don't mean
as
I'm going
women,
somewhere else, giving it to somebody else. Trust me,
That's true.
that don't mean that at all. But
Thank
I'm
you.
not about to
Thank
sit and
you.
lie and say that sometimes that is the case. Like, damn, I ain't feeling you as much as I'm feeling her that I'm creeping with, and me and her sitting kikiing and joking up and telling our life stories and shit. And when I get home to you, I'm not even digging you.
You already done told
Yeah.
your little
Yeah,
right?
little
I done
legit
told
shit.
somebody how work was today. I don't want to say that shit again.
I
And
don't
then
want
it's
to repeat
crazy because
myself.
that person who probably like the female that you was talking to that you don't really talk
Oh,
to
that was good
anymore.
shit. I said that.
If you would communicate, what she sometimes us as women we have to look at ourselves what we not doing, or the man would have to communicate what should I be doing? Like some people don't know what's on your brain, so you got to be like, I need this from you, or what should I change about myself, physically or mentally, or mad different stuff. Because creeping the same, even though you creeping over there, it seems good in the beginning with people. Everybody got communication in the beginning, just like the one that you was just with that you thought
I mean, but
was the one.
Yeah, sometimes you creep with somebody that you end up marrying too, but when it could go either way, But
Yeah,
you
So
said a
I
very
keep
important thing,
it, just keep it on the down. Oh, my bad.
Billy.
that's another question
No,
about that.
you said an important thing, Joseph. Like we got
About
to
the
know.
down low stuff. Who question is yours next, Shantae, though? But
Ooh,
how
the
Oh,
about that
down low
down low
stuff.
stuff?
Hold on. What kind of down low stuff?
yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Are you? So,
Oh, not like gay or nothing.
oh, okay.
Nah, I was
I just
about to
didn't know.
I was,
I
say,
didn't know
I
we was
was
about to
between the
get
five.
into
yeah,
side.
oh,
Like,
that's
that's
another
like
topic.
that's the wrong talk with Teasy for that.
This it's the wrong.
No, the stuff I
yeah.
was getting ready to say, like down low. Some men think that okay, what if a female doesn't know? Do you think it's better, like because we talk about creeping? Because some people think that okay, if the woman don't know that you creeping, and if you paying the bills or everything straight or whatever, that the female,
That's
if I
when it
wouldn't
be
have
the
told you I'm
worst.
creeping,
That's sad.
everything would have been all good. But the whole point is loyalty at the end of the day.
But
Because
that all depends on the female what she's willing to put up with.
yeah, but what if she
Like,
don't
'cause
know? That the point is she's not knowing, but the guy thinks it's okay. Thinks that if the female don't know, then she ain't got nothing to worry about. Like
she don't. Not
y'all
that,
think that's
not that,
Mother,
phony?
not
what?
that, not that, not
Y'all
that,
think
Elaborate.
not that,
that's
not that the
phony
creeping
though?
is
That's
right, but
phony.
What
listen,
you
not
mean
that the
she
creeping is
don't?
right. Listen, not that the creeping is
Yo,
right, but she don't got nothing to
Web, you
worry
should have
about.
been on this motherfucker from the beginning, boy.
So she don't got nothing to worry
Web is
about
the
because she
one.
don't know. So that's why y'all don't never come clean till y'all get caught and still don't be coming clean, be lying, the truth be right in your face.
I'm,
That
I'm
is
not
no.
talking about me personally, but I'm sure that's why niggas do it.
Yo,
Yeah,
yo,
ain't that
yo,
why the
yo,
like ain't that why niggas do
And
it?
it's like if she knew, she wasn't even you knew the guy obviously knows she wouldn't even accept that or allow that. So that's why you gotta creep. Because
So let me keep it a stack. If I'm
Damn.
not me, but I could understand. Like I know men who think if I'm paying the bills and shit, motherfucker, don't question what the fuck I'm doing nowadays. I'm
Yup.
paying the fucking bills and I'm taking care of everything.
Yup.
And that's what I'm
You know what
saying.
I'm
If she's a
saying?
woman that subscribes to that, that's
That's
okay. That
some
depends on the woman.
narcissistic shit.
right, because if I'm letting you be in that position, because if a
Nah.
woman really wanted to do something, she'd just do it all her fucking self. If it's coming down to that. But I wasn't getting on y'all. I just had to say that part.
No, that's some real shit though.
That's yeah, it is. It
It's,
is.
Because a guy would want to handle all that, and she'll let you. You know that she independent. She'll do whatever it is for herself. She a ride or die if anything come down to it. But to be fake and go off and have somebody, creeping or whatever, I think that's so phony, it's fake. It's like, because now, what if she go get somebody? It ain't trying to be tit for tat, but it's like,
You better
how about she get a
pay
side piece?
bills in this motherfucker.
Gotta put it in the contract.
Yo, but you can't feel like if you
Contract?
pay the bills that you could do whatever you want. This is not the.
You gotta put it in
So
the
it's like,
contract.
Nah, you cannot. You cannot feel like you just can do what you want because you pay
That's why I
some
go half
bills,
on
yeah.
everything, y'all. That's why you go half on everything, y'all.
yeah, half on everything because
Nobody feel like they got to win or nothing or no advantage.
as a woman, you feel like I'm enough for you. I should be enough. But if you feel like you need somebody else, then I'm gonna feel like, okay, that's you giving me 50% of you, even though you're trying to give me 100. But nah, that's that fake shit.
I think that's a little more than 50 if I'm paying the bills. That's like
All the bills?
But if I gotta deal with cheating, tell me first.
that's
If
like
I pay the bills, I get to
Oh
get.
my
That's
God.
basically
what
saying
percentage
if I pay the bills, I get the creep.
And groceries?
Yeah, that sounds crazy. Like, oh, nah.
Tell
you
me
can have
first,
that.
nigga. Because I don't want you to creep, I
grocery
pay half. Thanks.
like 90.
And the car payment?
That's,
Oh man.
oh, so all of that just says that you're supposed
Fuck
to just be able
that.
to go sleep
And the
around
health
and sleep with
insurance?
whoever you want. I don't want it.
And you
I don't want it. Thank you, and then I don't want you. And I don't want you. Like if you gotta have all that, she
That's
can have
because
it
a man
all.
don't. When a man like that gotta like they say like not saying like a man that because there are some men that they take care of their females, they pay the bills, whatever, and they don't do what these men are up here talking about. But
Right.
the ones that are like that want to like, oh, I pay all the bills so I can do what I want. Like that's because you don't know how to treat the woman no other way but try to get her with money and say, oh, I pay. No, get
Right.
the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't want to hear that. You gotta come harder. Come harder. I don't.
Like
I'm
women want
independent.
more.
That
I'm
shit
my
is
own
not how to
label.
make.
Death Row Records.
What? Oh wait, let me read some comments. Hold up. Sorry, yeah. Tori said Web is correct. It's true. Grindhard, what's up, Grindhard? He said, I feel like temptation, male and women can't control it if a person is in love with that person.
Yeah.
If the temptation can tempt you, then that person is not for you. I feel like communication is key. Talk to each other. If you are not happy, temptation is a mind control. Oh, I like that response. That was a good response. What's up, Quan? He said, what's good, Black family?
What up? What
What's
up?
up?
What up?
What's up? What's up? All right, so that was a good question. Let me see what other question that I have for y'all. Oh, wait, Web.
Yeah.
Right, Web.
Let's kind of get into what you wanted to speak on. Because
We are. That's what we doing.
Oh shit, here we
I
go.
know, but you had a specific conversation that you wanted to have. So you want to have that now?
Oh.
Or are you trying to...
No, well, we've been kind of touching on that. Like, that's what make like dudes do what they is growing up, because it's not only with single mothers. It's feminine energy, but it's used the wrong way or like negatively in men. You get what I'm saying? So then you get a lot of bullshit. You get a lot of niggas doing bullshit. That's why a lot of dudes nowadays be on some bitch shit. Not to be vulgar or anything, but
Nate.
women complain about that a lot. You know what I mean? And that's what that shit be. It be dudes that are feminine like.
Example.
But pretty boys. Narcissists. You know, like dudes that are full of themselves. Like, and that be the dudes that y'all run into. That be the niggas that give that be the bullshit. Right?
What's a pretty boy, Web?
Get out the way.
You talking about the guys that stay in the bathroom longer than women do?
Oh my gosh.
Give us some example. Give us what's an example of a pretty boy? I'm curious.
Is it men that stay in? Is it Frozen?
I don't know where he went.
Well, so now I'm out.
He was like, damn, I done started
He was
something.
like, on that note, y'all deal with the comments.
Don't be looking. Let me see. I don't know. I'm not supposed to be answering this question. I think I'll be answering.
No, you should.
Don't
Everybody.
be
What's your example of a pretty boy?
I'm thinking he's saying the
don't be
ones that
looking in the
stay in the
mirror more than
bathroom.
me. I don't care. Like, don't be looking in the mirror. Please. It's nothing wrong with confidence, but don't be overdoing it.
Or the ones with long hair that switching
Like,
it back and
every
forth.
time I look at you, staring in the mirror. All right.
No, man,
That might go in a pretty boy category, I think.
you pretty
In the
motherfucker.
bathroom, looking in the mirror longer than you.
I mean, that don't got nothing to do with being a pretty boy. I mean,
Exactly, Doc.
I know, because I'm
I'm
thinking
going
like
with
some
this,
people,
man.
they just really like taking care of themselves, or
Because
you
I'm
know, they be
positive
dead
I be in the
serious.
bathroom longer than both of y'all. I'm positive I do. Not like getting ready or nothing, but I be chilling in the bathroom. That's like my sanctuary. Feel me?
I feel you on that. But okay, whatever. I just feel like that's
I
a part
mean,
of
the bathroom,
I
everything.
skin regimen too. You know, I gotta put the cream on first, and then you gotta put. I'm just saying.
Celebrate.
Y'all want a nigga with good
well, then
skin,
we gonna
right?
need a double mirror because
Y'all
this
want a
ain't
nigga to
gonna
take
work.
care of
Like, if we
yourself,
want to be in the mirror,
but you don't want him in the
as long
bathroom.
as I'm gonna be in the mirror,
Exactly.
then we
Y'all
need a
want to
double
bring me
mirror.
out in public and be like, "This him, motherfucker," and y'all want me to not be with the shits and post pictures and shit.
Yeah, but you don't want us to get prepared.
Exactly.
No, I'm not saying not to get prepared. I don't want you to not be prepared. I ain't saying that. Because I don't like when people rush me and I need to be prepared. Like, I always feel like, so I get it. But I just thought that would go like in a pretty boy, like, but I guess looking at it from y'all perspective, I could understand it. I ain't gonna beef with y'all about that. I'm trying to think of, let me see another question, because I was supposed to ask a question why Webb was, oh wait, I think I'm supposed to be adding Webb on y'all. Sorry. I didn't even know he was waiting in the room.
Bitch assness.
Yeah, what's your comment, man? What's pretty boy style?
Oh, bitch assness, like Lorraine was just saying, bitch assness.
Like what though? What's an example? Because I said a man being in the mirror for too long, and Lorraine and Nate just kind of like she'll gave me a different perspective.
Shut it down.
So yeah, they shut me down with that one. I can't even. And they gave some good examples, so I can't even be mad.
Wait, they consider themselves pretty boys? Y'all consider yourself pretty boys?
I ain't asked them that.
Hell no.
I'm good. I ain't pretty.
I'm a okay guy. That's how I.
Ask my barber. You see this line way back here?
I ain't gonna stunt like
Yeah,
I gotta put my shit together. You know.
That's what the track for.
All right, so Webb, what is the example of a pretty boy?
Depending on what kind of man you are.
Yo, I'm about to mute.
Webb talking about
an example of what?
Yeah, what you mean?
That's what Webb talking about.
Webb talking about what?
I'm trying to get to my destination.
What light-skinned nigga that pick your girl, man? Let us know.
Ooh, ain't no light-skinned nigga table. Come on now.
Somebody has some bitchness in them that just made you feel like, yo, what's up with this pretty boy shit?
Nah, but Webb.
I see girls complaining about it a lot.
Nah, that's some real shit though. Like,
they
not
complain about light-skinned nigga shit. Not to say that it's only light-skinned niggas do it, because I'm sure there's dark-skinned niggas who do it. But you get what I'm saying? It's called light-skinned nigga shit.
I think that's what they do say about pretty boys, light skin. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what's an example?
Like LB Shore ass niggas?
They be I'll be sure. They be like feminine, like in a way. Not that I'll be sure it's feminine, but it be y'all know what I'm talking about.
Well, like they jeans be tight, just like the females tight, feminine.
Or they in the bathroom longer than a woman. They always brushing in here.
What's
Yeah,
that?
like I'm
Doing
not
their
down with
eyebrows.
I can't, yo. Yep, I can't with them
Hey, don't talk about doing eyebrows now.
them pants. Mm-mm.
I go to the Dominicans. Sometimes they do it without you even telling them. They be like, "Hold up, papi."
Nah,
Oh
niggas,
yeah, eyebrows.
niggas in the '80s used to wear tight ass pants, and they will kill your ass. So it ain't tight.
You talking about the
Nice leather
musicians?
pants with the pistol in them.
Exactly. It ain't got nothing to do with tight pants. That.
Yes, it does.
We're talking about the tendencies that kind of like. So as a man,
Okay, so what's the tendencies? Because I'm still waiting for an example,
You
and I
gotta
still didn't get one.
find something better than pretty boy,
Well, threw that out there and
bro. Like,
fell back.
Gossiping more than chicks do something.
because now that she does,
Nah, because everything I'm saying, they
then
shooting
like
down, so
like
I'm waiting for
fire.
examples.
So what? I shouldn't use the word pretty boy. Maybe not pretty boy.
You sound like he having a meeting about
Yeah,
it.
I think he's good on this
No, I'm
question.
not scared. My boy saying something, so I'm listening to what he's saying.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, a pretty boy could just be I mean, because people thought I was a pretty boy in high school or whatever, because it was like, oh, like you just so smooth, oh, you, I don't know, they just never gave you a real reason. They just really just like calling you a pretty boy. But I mean, that's why I was just telling Webb, like, I don't think pretty boy is like the umbrella term you would use. Feel me? I feel like maybe it would just be something else, like how he said, like feminine, or you know what I'm saying, acting soft or whatever. I don't know.
7, 3,
My
3,
so
bad, bro.
3,
I'm
5, 6,
I'm getting from
1.
how
I get all of
I feel like
that, but
it's
I
the
still ain't get no
feminine.
example.
The,
So I think
no
that
feminine
y'all
no
men
part
don't
that
know
We
what.
just
like
we go to
no.
that
But
kind of
listen
path.
though,
for
listen though.
Who's that path?
What I'm getting from it is what Webb talking about is because he premised what he was saying like by like it's not just men who was raised by women
No, I'm just saying.
and
Yeah,
like
the reason why
with like
niggas
a
do the
lot
shit
of
they do is
no real talk. A lot of men that are raised by women, they
this is
they
fun.
learn how to interact with people from a female perspective. Like they might argue with motherfuckers argue with people from a like a female perspective, or they might engage with
they
different
catty.
situations like how a woman would, because that's what
See,
they learn.
thank you for the examples. Okay.
Now, as a man, like y'all, like some of y'all women might have ran into men like this that argue your ass to death. You get what I'm saying? And to be all emotionally involved into conflicts and different situations. That's because they learned that shit from women. You get what I'm not everybody, but some men have learned how to engage with people from women by being raised by women.
Raised by
You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yep.
Not all of
And
us
and
have
they
male examples to know like how a man engage with something in a effective way. You get what I'm
Fact for
saying?
just having mad sister, just growing up around mad sisters and
And
brothers.
raised by mom.
for for
Raised by
example, dudes who do the money
That
shit.
was a perfect example. Thank you. I understood, but I just wanted to give that example of what you mean when you say that. All right,
That's right.
go ahead. Sorry,
But that's
Wesley.
what that's basically what Webb was saying. He was
That's
saying
what I was
like
saying.
some women done ran into these dudes and they describe them as bitch assness because they arguing with them like how a woman would, and not to like talk down about women and how y'all engage with people emotionally or whatever, because like that should be effective for y'all. Like y'all could get to a a, a resolution through engaging with something emotionally. As a man, if I'm engaging with something emotionally, I'm not gonna be able to operate in that shit in an effective way. Number one, I'm probably bigger and stronger. So my if I'm engaged emotionally, then that might make me respond physically. You get what I'm saying? That's the bitch assness right there.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
He just broke it down exactly.
That was very, very understanding. I understand that. So
It's all based off what you said, Webb.
Thank you, Lorraine. I appreciate that for clarifying what I was trying to say. Because that is
Look
exactly
at
what I was
that
trying to say.
teamwork, make the dream work. Look at the black men up here. That's what I'm talking about. This is what you see. I love it. So, okay. So, when is it okay for a man to show those emotions, or is never okay during the, if you want to say a disagreement or whatever between other, is it never okay to show those emotions, or is it like after the situation, when it calms down during the situation, like, or never? Like, how does that work? If it never works out, you know.
It takes two to tango. You can't see me, but it takes two to you know what I mean? So like that getting physical is, as a man, you should never initiate it. That's weak as a man. So when men do that, there's an issue there. Whoever it is, you get what I'm saying? There's an issue there. And the fact that women be putting up with it so much, they shouldn't. And men shouldn't do it. But it's like, it's sad. It's very, 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 very sad. And
So when should it show emotion?
women shouldn't initiate, like it shouldn't happen. But as a man, it's your duty to, you know what I mean, try your best to not react in that manner. And I feel like nowadays, because of the bitch assness syndrome, younger dudes don't. Some older dudes do, but it be drinking problems and other issues. You know what I'm saying? Other mental issues and shit like that. But like it's plaguing. It's a detriment to the community.
Bitch,
And we shouldn't.
bitch assness is definitely a detriment to the black community.
And so when is it okay? That was one of Shantae's questions. When is it okay to show emotion? So me, I'm feeling like I can answer it myself, but you know, like I think it's okay to show emotion depending on the situation. Like, you know, if you want to make things go the right way, if you want this thing to work, sometimes you have to show a little emotion.
You do, but you also have to exhibit control. It's a balance.
And not emotion as in like, yo, I'm going to cry with you because you're crying at me, or no, I'm saying emotion as, you know, I'm like, babe, you know, like we should talk about this, you know, like just coming down a notch instead of always being on that tough level. Like you need to bring it down a notch and almost like compromising in a certain type of way, but an emotional, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
The fact that we
I get what you're saying too.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But if I come in that motherfucker like Trey on
Boys in the Hood,
fucking Boys in the Hood, then y'all gonna be like this nigga right here. Who the fuck is he swinging at?
When he came in with swinging?
Yeah, who is he? Who is he?
What's wrong with this Negro here? So, you know what I mean?
Yo,
and you gonna be calling your girls like, yo,
This nigga crazy. You know what he did, girl? He knocked over my lamp.
that nigga with the Jerry curls and the Uzi was looking kind of sexy.
well, shit, you showed something though.
Yo,
I might look at you
I'm
like
gonna
it's funny.
you, but afterwards I'm gonna be like, what the? Like, I'm just
So can I say to answer your question, when is the good time to show emotions? Well, number one is when you in tune with your shit. Because if you in tune with your shit, you know just how much to give, how much not to give, and you know how to use it as a way of communicating. Because that's what emotions are. It's just another way to communicate. You get what I'm saying? It's just communicating how you feel in the moment. But you got to be in tune with the shit to be able to communicate effectively with that shit. If I'm having a conversation with somebody and we talking about something that is worth me crying about, then it's okay for me to fucking cry about that shit. And if you in tune with your shit and you in tune with me, you gonna have a clear understanding that, oh shit, he crying. Yeah. So this shit must be some serious shit because he don't cry about everything. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Or damn, like this nigga mad. Like I never see Lorraine. I never see you mad, Lorraine. So if you mad right now, let me pay attention to the situation because I know part of my job is to recognize that this should make you mad and do my best to make sure that this type of situation don't happen no more.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? That's being in tune with your shit. And then being in tune is being in control, I feel, as well. Because I ain't going to let my shit go too high or too low.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? It ain't just about having too much energy about something. Sometimes as men we don't engage enough or we don't exhibit enough energy into some shit. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us do that shit with our kids. Like we love our kids to death. And that's why when y'all, like as women, y'all come to us like, you don't care about your kids and you don't spend up time with your kids and da, 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 da. But in my mind, I will kill and die for this motherfucker. But I'm just not exuding the energy that I need to in certain spaces. So it's being in control of your emotions, being in tune with your shit, and putting your energy in the right space, man. That's what I feel.
Hmm.
Crickets.
Good response.
Nate,
Good
he been pretty
response.
quiet all show.
Yeah, Nate been
Oh,
kind of
no.
quiet there.
Ray got it. He said what he
I know
wanted.
Yeah,
Nate,
Lorraine
he
just
was
said a
talking when I was
mouthful.
off the show, but I ain't heard Nate answer a single
Lorraine
question since I've been
putting
on.
details and dotting I's and putting semicolons where they supposed to go.
You know why? Because TZ set me up to be ready for this shit. Because I was like, all right. She was like, Webb about to take the lead, and he gonna be talking some man shit. So I was like,
That was the plan. You coming in with the you know what I'm saying?
I
With
was
the
like,
rebound slam dunk.
no, I was like, I can't start the cup until like once, like 10 minutes into the show.
We an
Then
hour
I can
in though,
start the
bro.
cup.
I got another question because then I want to ask y'all something else after a question.
It's right now.
Why do men? No, never mind. Cause I'm trying not to get into late night, but I have a question, but I don't know if I want to ask it.
This is what it is, man. Is
Hold on.
men think
We gotta be more responsible as a culture too.
advantage of us.
Wait, let me just read these two comments. This comment from Grindhard, then I'll get into it. He said, "Why is it not okay for men to show emotions? Instead, men are tough all the time. We as men though don't show emotions because if men do, then we are female. Then how can we show emotions if a real man can show emotions? Then be tough."
Answer all of that though.
Yeah, he answered. Yeah, he answered all of that. He just probably piggybacking off of it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's some real shit though. Like being a single dad with my son, it took me a while to learn to give him shit that I think his mom give him, like compassion and shit. Cause I grew up with like it ain't no fair ones in this motherfucker. So that's the essence of no compassion. Feel me? There's no fair fights. If one of my boys fighting, I'm fighting too.
Everybody funny.
God damn it.
That was
So
the cousin's model. That was what my cousin.
yo, so
You
I
want to fight who? All right. Well, you didn't know.
where they at?
Oh, you didn't know that was my cousin. My bad. Hey,
For
look,
real.
you did it. We still gonna be boys tomorrow, though.
But
I like the unity.
I had to teach him like how to have empathy. Like I would think his mom would teach him like how to give a fuck about other people other than himself. Cause I'm gonna teach him how to survive. You get what I'm saying? So it was a balance, and it was me tapping into like that feminine side of the brain as positively as I could without like like Webb said, taking on some of that bitch assness and responding to shit, interacting with women in that type of way.
It's crazy that you say that.
I think some of it could be good, just not too much of it.
No, for
I
sure.
guess if that's what you want to call it, bitch assness, but you
Please,
can't do too much of
you
it.
don't like that shit. You don't like it.
Talking to Chubb about the same shit.
You don't like.
I do like for a man to be, you know, that be able to be tapped into that emotional side, like Larray said, like, and all of y'all men up here, when it, you know, when it's needed, it needs to be done. Like, don't hold that shit in. So I definitely can respect it. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you a bitch ass nigga. Like, don't be coming to me telling me that shit. Like, you all emotional. Like, nah, go ahead, get your rocks off. Do what you gotta do. Like, I think that's the problem too. Why a lot of men don't want to open up, because too many times, you know, women do stuff like that.
So what do
So
you call it when women act hard and want to be the masculine one?
what you say?
That shit don't work out neither, Nate.
What you
I
say,
said,
Nate?
so what do you call it when a woman want to be hard and be the masculine one in a relationship?
We
I'm
call
not
that the next episode.
Yeah, next. Don't try to ask the female
Y'all
no
say
questions, Nate.
I'm just asking
Nah,
questions.
tonight is not about the females. Tonight is
Oh,
about the men, asking the men
No,
questions.
it's about
But
y'all too.
you said
It's
a
about y'all
woman
too.
that wants to be masculine, like what? Like she want to run the household?
she want to run the household. She want to be the dominant one. I mean, okay, so
Or just take on whatever they think a man to do. Like they think a man to be promiscuous, a man to be open sexually, and don't give a fuck about talking about who they fucking and whatever they think a man to do. I mean, the negative shit.
I don't know how to answer that question because I don't know nothing about that. This is not Women Week, so I'm not answering that. Anyways, man.
I'll
Question.
take that question
No,
for next
don't
time.
try to ask no women questions tonight.
I'm gonna leave that question for next time. I'm gonna remember that one.
Yup, not answering no women questions tonight. So. All right, so I have a question. Well, it's more of like so are y'all the type of men or men when y'all female is like maybe she just dressed up, or she might change her hair, or she might get her nails on, her feet done, or whatever. She might get her poom wax, something like that. Like when y'all notice stuff like that, are y'all the type to compliment? Like, is that something that men like to do? Because a lot of times, well, I don't say a lot of times, just from people, you know, talking to people, other women, like that's something that a lot of times is not done. Like, is that something that y'all do? Is that something that y'all notice? Is it something that you might not even notice and be like, oh, my bad?
We notice every fucking thing. You parked your shit on this side when you was parking on this side. Bitch, why you parking your shit on the other side? Who the fuck you parking your shit on that side for? Who said they like the part on the other side? You feel me? And that kind of into it is like, honestly, first of all, well, I don't want to do too much talking. Fellas, what y'all think? What y'all think?
My girl don't give me time to respond to that. She points it out before I even like blink to see it. Like she'd be like, "You like my eyebrows?" I'd be like, "Oh yeah, those are nice." So I don't get a chance. So, my relationship.
I'm a
My
person.
girl,
She
I got
might
my nails
feel like
done.
that she gave you like ample enough time.
Yeah,
You notice it?
yo,
Like,
it don't be no time. My girl will walk through the door like,
I noticed. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I do. Usually, not usually,
but sometimes you just like be so.
If I got a problem, if I'm angry at her, then no, I might not acknowledge it.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But for the most part, even if I'm not dating a female, if she changes something, I notice it and I compliment it.
Yeah, like, do you do the compliment even if you notice it?
I give
do,
my opinion.
but
I might not compliment it if I don't like it, but I give my opinion on it.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Wait, why you say, oh,
You don't like it though, Nate. You tell him you don't like it?
Yeah, if it's something I don't like. Like my girl to come home with some hairstyle, I'd be like, that look nice, but that ain't good.
Not for you, Nate.
Not for you. Yeah, you know. I mean, look, in a relationship, you're supposed to be truthful, right?
that's real, that's true.
I like
That's
the
true.
bob. I like the short bob better.
So You know, she come home with like the head braided. I'm like, yeah, I like that girl. That's good. Oh yeah, you can put that in ponytails. Nice. But if she come home with crazy, I'm gonna tell her like sometimes when she do her makeup, I'll be like, nah, erase that, take that off, take that color off.
I don't
I
think
mean,
there's nothing wrong with that.
it's supposed to be something. Well, what I was told was she do stuff to see if I like it or not. So why am I gonna lie to you? Have you out there looking
Fact.
crazy? I don't like it. Right?
Oh man.
Just gave me some relationship advice. That's relationship advice.
Right.
Yeah. But
All right.
I think part of it is like you gotta remember, T's, like who the fuck I learned how to be in a positive relationship from? Cosby out this motherfucker?
So you trying to tell me that you was never able to see a positive relationship at all growing up?
I never seen nobody. I'm gonna tell you, in my lifetime.
Wait, hold on, y'all.
never
Web is in the
seen-
building. Hold on. Hold that one thought, please.
Man, pulled up.
So that's what.
Oh,
So he was trying to pop up on the luck.
It's raining out here crazy.
Oh my god. It's
I'll
pouring
go downstairs.
outside. All right, go ahead.
Like
Go
honestly,
ahead.
I never saw like nobody. Not to say that I didn't, like I wasn't around positive relationship, at least from the outside. But I never really I never seen my aunts and uncles engaging in a relationship. They was just picking up and dropping off their kids and being at family functions and shit like that. I never seen nobody giving nobody compliments nowhere other than on TV. You get what I'm saying? That's why Cosby Show, like real talk, that's why Cosby Show was so like groundbreaking and important for motherfuckers, because that's the only place I seen a dude engaging with somebody, engaging with their wife, saying everything that you're supposed to say. You get what I'm saying? So who are you to expect me to do that?
I'm not Bill Cosby.
First of all,
This is not my life.
okay. So is it something that you're willing to learn, or like is it something that you want to
And
tap into? That's the
that's the
question.
next part. That's the next part. That's why we in this shit together. Because how this whole world is set up and how fucked up shit is, the only way I am gonna learn is from you.
So that's the thing. Like, I don't expect you to come to the like room and the table and be like, oh, you gotta, as a man, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, blah 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 blah. Because, like we said, everything is not perfect. You didn't learn some things. Even as females, we didn't learn some stuff from our parents and our family and members and stuff like that as well. So I don't expect that. But I expect that, like, if it's time to learn and to grow and to be better, like, I expect you to tap into that and not continue to tap into the bad habits. You get what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
right. We supposed to learn from each other. But I tell any of my little young boys that's around me, anybody, any woman that you around and they tell you something, like take that shit into your memory bank. But I also tell women in my life, like, yo, if you talking shit about a nigga and you not telling him what to do right, you fell in all of us.
Yep.
You fell in the next girl that he gonna be with. Cause you not telling him what to do right. Cause that's even if we in a moment we not listening to that shit, trust me, bro. We absorbing all of that. If you a smart dude, you absorbing all of that shit. I'm only able to talk about my male experience as much as I'm able to do is because I've been listening to these women that been in my life. Feel me? From when I was in Fox, this girl told me, Lorraine, you need to clean your glasses. Cause your shit dirty. Ever since then, motherfucker, my shit gonna be scraped up, if anything, but they not gonna be dirty.
That's true.
Got part 2 in this. Please.
huh?
I say
But
you
no,
gotta do
like I
your
said,
part too.
that's though she
Part
told you
2 is next
told you
week.
that told you that because it was the
Don't ask
truth,
me
though, right?
nothing.
And that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He told you that because it was the truth. Like a lot of females like to like sugarcoat stuff for men and not tell them the truth. And then they go around thinking they shit is proper and it's not. So it's
No,
like,
but then there are some men where you tell them the truth and they either like, oh, you're not my mother, I don't gotta listen. They look at it as a control
no,
thing, or you're trying to change me, or you're not my mother, I don't have to listen to you. Like
Cause
some
some of
people
that
take
shit
it
be
in a
that,
negative way.
but you gotta be honest, T. Some of that shit be that. Some of that shit be motherly. Some of that shit be trying to change you, and some of that shit be
it's
trying to
supposed
tell you
to
what
be.
to do. And it shouldn't be none of that. It should be evolving and learning how to talk to you in a way that you hear what the fuck I'm saying, to where I'm not just talking for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
My mother's
I
Yeah,
raised me
think
going
very
both
I think
ways.
the way that you talk means changes the whole atmosphere. Like it depends on how you speak. Yeah, I guess I get that. No, I'm saying like I get that. Like, but give me an example of because you saying motherly. So give me an example of like a woman trying to talk or say something to the person and y'all take it as like you trying to tell me what to do or you trying to act like you my mother. Give me an example.
I'm gonna give you an example that you'll understand that don't got nothing to do with a relationship.
Okay.
All right. I've interacted with a bunch of women in the profession that I'm in. I work in group homes, and they engage with the people that we work with like they kids. Even though these is grown fucking people, you feel me? They may have an intelligence level that's below their age, but they still grown. But there's some women that even though they supposed to be professionals, they still engage with people that they supposed to be professional with as kids. Can you agree with that?
Yeah.
That same type of mentality can also exist in a relationship. As much as a woman can't recognize that shit when they working in a group home, because they feel like they doing their job and they doing the best thing for the individual. At home, they feel like they doing their best job for the house and they doing their best for they got the best interests of they spouse or their boyfriend in mind.
I get that. Like, I'm just
Or
listening to all these different perspectives.
I think some guys have been in so many relationships that females did talk like they was their mother and they ain't even had their stuff together, and you really recognize that you talking like you my mother, or she probably ain't had her stuff together, but now it's a woman that got her shit together. She just trying to help you, but you still mistaken for them other chicks
That's what I was trying
or
to ask
whatever.
earlier.
But that's
Yeah.
what Webb was talking about. That's the bitch assness. Cause a real man, going if you gonna help me to evolve and help build me up,
take it in.
women come. Cause
Right.
the universe
And
sent you for a
it ain't
reason.
gonna be no talking. Y'all gonna be agreeing. Y'all gonna be, building and growing. So I
But
get
somebody that got that insecurity, got that bitch assness, they gonna look at that shit as everything that y'all describing, the negative.
because I know some men that they've been with so many chicks that is used to doing this and doing that, that now that they finally evolved into a man, they want a woman that says, come home or whatever, because they so used to staying out at night or whatever. They want somebody to be like, yo, come home, or they looking for you, or telling you got something on your face. People that really truly care about you. But some chicks don't truly care.
Oh my
They'll
God,
let you walk out. They'll let you walk out the house any looking way.
Tiffany, yo. Listen, Tiff, if
Huh?
a woman won't tell me that I got something in my bed, you not the one.
Because
You not the
it's
one.
people that will just let some crust sit on the side of your mouth while you talking.
No.
If
You
you
gotta
not gonna
tell
tell
me
me I got something, or if you ain't gonna tell, like I've asked some women, like you never said like, damn, babe, you want some gum because you like your breath stink. And I smoke Black and Miles. I know my shit might smell like cigars here and there. So if you're not able to keep it real, not even that. If like I said, I stand on it. I need to make a T-shirt with that say it. Like if you can't tell me I got something in my bed, you're not the one.
No, for real, and vice versa. Don't be trying to have me out here looking crazy. You could have said something.
Your bed, your feet, on your face, in your hair.
Let me see. What's up, Mo? She said,
They
I
always tell me,
expect
like-
y'all to have. Wait.
They
Oh,
always tell me
I expect y'all to have y'all men take the trash to the. Oh, right up my alley, man.
See another garbage person too.
Have y'all men take the trash to the front on trash day. I shouldn't have to take everyone's trash to the front just because we own the property. There's no man resting his head on my pillow. So please get it together. Okay, I'm done now. Yes, Mo. Tell them to take that trash out. What's wrong with them? Take the trash out, man. Don't.
Why is that a man's job?
Why is that a well, to be honest, we both could do it, but on some real, I'm gonna expect you to take the trash out. Like,
First of all, I
especially
don't want my
you
lady
want me to
touching
take
no
the trash
garbage.
out. I mean, if I have to take it outside in the front, like if you working late or you might be like really tired, it could be different reasons why 1 week I gotta drag the trash down to the front for trash day. Like, I get it, but on a regular, like, nah, babe, you gotta take that trash out.
Why I can't just be the last person to see it on the day before trash day? The last person in the house.
Man's job.
Why? Cause that's a man's job. Why do I have to take the trash downstairs?
That was the setup, Nate.
Like,
Yeah, I know.
no, I don't care. I'll take the trash.
Woman's
Like,
job?
if the trash is full, okay, we both in the house and the trash is full, like, I'm going to expect you to take it out. Now, if I'm leaving out the house before you, then I get, okay, Shantae, you can take the trash out. You about to leave out the house, whatever. The person's not leaving. I get that, but I'm not just about to every day be taking the trash out. Like, no, like, I just feel like a man should be taking the trash. I don't care.
Hey, Nate, I think that's the only thing that's like across the board is a man's job, taking out the trash.
I mean, everything's so open to where everybody working together. I did have my little. I remember on one of our other shows, y'all trying to get me because I was talking about like what men
got
duties
mechanics
are.
for that.
Y'all think that y'all should take out the trash? I want an honest answer.
So
I got kids, so my kids take the garbage out.
Right.
We know if kids involved, but nah. Don't
So
even.
Tease, what's a woman's job then?
Yo, none of your bit. Excuse you. It's not.
Wait a minute. So Tease, if you dating somebody and they not staying at the crib, are they supposed to still take the garbage out?
What? If you come to my house, yo, even if you my family, if you my people, I don't give a fuck. If you a guy, nah, hell yeah. You see my trash, we'll take it out.
Yeah,
Just be a gentleman, take it out. Oh, thank you. That was so nice.
You wild.
That's what I'm saying. That is a man's job across.
Wait, what you say?
Across the board, Nate.
You said that she want what?
I said you wild for that. You come over to
you're
visit.
trying to tell me that?
Yeah,
Okay, whatever. I don't care. I know if my family come over here. I don't give a fuck. And I got
First
fewer
of
guys
all,
in my family.
if I meet a girl,
I come over here and take my trash out if it's full. Thank you very much.
If I meet a girl, we talking, and I go to her crib, and the garbage is there.
The first day, no. First of all, if you come to my house, first of all, you're not gonna come to. If I'm just started talking to you, you're not gonna see like.
I hope you emptied the trash before I got
right.
there.
That's what I'm about to say. You're not gonna see my
I had
trash.
the last nigga do it before I got there.
Why would you see it if I'm just talking to him? No, I'm not talking about like on some. I'm just starting like no. Everybody trash get full, but I'm not about to have you come over to my house and my trash is full. And I'm not gonna expect you on the first day to be like, oh, let me take your trash. Like, no, I'm not saying it like that.
2 months
I'm
in,
just saying
3
I
months
feel
in.
like
You better have your baby father do
should
that
be the
before I
trash.
get here.
What?
Have your baby father dump the trash before I get here.
He already wasn't taking the trash out, so
Right,
Yes, that
Nate.
motherfucker
See,
was.
Nate, that's why you get the big bucks, Nate. That's why you get the big bucks.
Yeah, right. She said, just be a gentleman. I agree. Thank you. Like, just take the trash out. At least it's so many things that men and women now is just like do together. So that's something that men can do. Like drag the trash to the front. Why do I have to drag the trash to the front? That's like me pumping gas and you in the car with me, like, I'm not pumping gas. It's the same difference. Y'all don't think so?
So Tease, I completely agree with you. I wouldn't, if we in the car together, if we in your car, let's put it like that, because that's what it really boils you down to. I ain't gonna have you pump the gas. Even if you go and pay, I'm a pump. You get what I'm saying? But that I say all of that to ask you this: if those are men jobs, give me one woman job, because we got 2 men jobs that me and Nate agree with. What's a woman's job?
First of all,
Give me one.
y'all trying to sneak into the
Because it ain't cooking
topic, and it's not tonight, so stop trying it.
No. Because we need to know this. We need to know this.
A woman's nurturing
To know what to expect
will knock
from
out
y'all.
all y'all little men trash and putting the gas in the car. Okay.
Nurturing.
What should men expect from a woman?
That's what I actually that's what I was gonna ask y'all after I asked questions. I was gonna ask y'all, what do y'all expect? That was my question for y'all, to let us as women know, what do y'all expect? So that was definitely a question for y'all, not me to answer.
See how she turned that around?
Right. Right.
So
Not what you bring to the table, but what the fuck you want motherfucking served.
first of all, y'all trying to get me because I just told y'all all throughout this segment, y'all been trying to throw woman shit in. No. I think the way that, like, I'm definitely not gonna say cooking, because we talked about that before. So that's just like, that's both parties could cook. Y'all trying to get me. I think just the way, like, a woman, like, you know, when I say nurture, I mean like all around the board, like with her man, like the way like a woman caters to her man, like, you know, if it's like really to that. I think all of that stuff is very important to a man. So if a woman could give that type of stuff, then I think that
you don't expect that from a man too?
Of course I expect. Hell yeah.
So
I
that's
need the
not
same
so
type
that's
of,
not the woman.
listen,
Not the
I need
woman
the
thing.
same type of energy that you're giving. I need that same type of energy. Because let me tell you something.
You're not trying to give the same type of energy though, T.
Who not trying to give the same type of energy?
You not.
Why? Because I said I don't want to take the trash out every day?
No, because you giving me jobs, but I can't give you a job.
I ain't say you couldn't give me a job, but we can't sit at the table and talk about this. Like, I ain't say that. I just said.
So you could identify my job, but I can't tell you what's your job.
I mean, yeah, we could talk about it. Let's sit at the table and say, you know, since I take out the trash, babe, like, I think that is only right that you did it, whatever.
What you would be okay with doing since I take out the trash? Cooking?
Laundry? Folding clothes?
It's like laundry. I'm cooking every night. Fuck that. I hate doing. I'll do the laundry. We might go. I could do the laundry, or we could come with like a schedule. Like, okay, you do this on it. Like, it gotta be teamwork.
Shit! Now we got a schedule now.
No, but trash is for the men. Like, to not get her hands dirty, no labor. Like,
I gotta take the trash out every Wednesday.
You want me to take the garbage out? Like, no, I'm
but
good.
we could schedule, we could schedule when you gonna cook, but I gotta take the trash out every week.
Every 2 days.
Every 2 days, right.
Soon as you see that motherfucker fill up, just go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
Don't forget that bathroom trash either. You gotta get that one too.
For real. Wait, hold on, man.
shit.
I got the bathroom trash. Wait, just put it in your face on the bag. Thank you. I love you.
She be there complaining. He took out the trash, but he ain't take out the bathroom trash.
I ain't gonna complain like that, but if I don't remember it, because I know sometimes y'all forgetful too. Like, that's another. Why y'all don't listen? Them men don't listen. That's the worst question. Why men
that can't be a
don't
real question.
listen?
We do listen.
Oh, Web in the building? Oh shit. Wait. All right.
He
All
came
right,
in
man.
on the right
Men
one.
don't listen.
What did I hear
Serious.
about men not listening?
Why? That's
Right.
the first question.
Men don't listen? What, we listen? Lorraine, you listen.
I listen.
Nate listens. We listen.
What you mean by listen?
Problem
Like
is-
take direction? That's what you mean by listen?
Y'all motherfuckers. No.
See?
Yo, men do
There you
not
go.
listen. Like, you could be telling them something.
We're going to hear the important
Y'all
parts.
motherfuckers be like 2
We only
seconds
hear the
later.
important parts.
Like, what you said? Like, wait, what? What you mean what I just said? I gotta repeat everything all over again. You wasn't listening? Men do not listen. I know y'all don't take in, I don't not say all men, but I know like
What
y'all don't
the
take it as
hell?
much as females sometimes, but yo, y'all don't listen.
Hey Nate,
I ain't
what's your
gonna lie.
wife? What's
I
your
gotta
wife
tell
say?
you 500 times to do this. Well, ask you. I want to tell you because I want you to think I'm trying to be your mother. But if I said, I forgot that you asked me to do.
I'm guilty of that. But I get it with
Who
everybody.
come over here with snacks? I know that ain't my snacks. Hold the fuck up. Who? Excuse me. Who told you to come to my house? Yeah. Web, I just want to know who told you to come to my house.
Web
and go
came
to
in
my
and started eating snacks.
snacks.
I think he deserve a
I
smack
brought
for
this to the gas
coming
station.
and being
Those are my
alive.
kids' snacks. You're lying. That's a
You eating
strawberry
a
Rice
kid snack?
Krispies.
Oh my god.
Yo,
That's some
see,
nigga shit right there.
that's some bitch shit. You see that?
No, I ain't say that.
Assness.
That's some men
Bitch
shit.
assness. Did you
Cause we like
ask me?
snacks.
I did.
Kids got the best snacks.
Yo, back
That's
to listening. Back to listening.
You owe my kids $1 each.
I'm guilty of not listening sometimes.
Yo, men don't. I'm about to
A
write a
man don't eat my
contract.
kid snacks.
The man will bring his own snack.
Oh, my bad. I'm like looking at you.
If you was a real man, you would have your own snack.
Oh, hold up. You got tears in my eyes.
Nyla, bro, don't be. Nyla gonna be mad.
Man, you don't take my garbage out. Can't come in and eat my snacks.
If it's Nyla, she gonna
Threw the
say
rappers
something.
in the garbage.
Yo,
think that shit was
shut
Wad, before you leave, you better take the
Take the
trash
garbage
out.
out.
Take
I
that
heard
garbage
it.
out.
I heard the whole conversation.
But I know the trash full, Web, so if it is, take that shit out.
I heard the whole conversation coming up the stairs. I said, "Oh boy."
Listen,
Oh,
I'm looking at you
God.
sideways if you ain't taking the trash. I'm like, oh, I can't.
I'm listening to her the whole time I'm coming upstairs. Like,
Hey, but Teezy, let me tell you, right?
Tell me.
I've experienced women who they won't even say nothing, but every time you walk out that motherfucker and don't take the trash, they tallying that shit. So,
Italian, they
y'all
calling it
gotta
girl
be
like
honest
sorry,
with us. That
didn't
first
even
time,
grab the trash.
exactly. If
Get-
that first time we come by, and if that's the
Go get an
expectation,
extension cord.
y'all gotta let us know.
You know what I think it too? Maybe we be trying to give y'all a chance. Sometime like I don't want to be overbearing.
No.
No. Listen. I'm gonna tell
I'm
you.
gonna walk past your trash.
Maybe after
That's
like
what
the
I'm here
second time, I'm
Fact.
like, well, you know, I like to have sit down. Let's have a sit down. So this whole trash situation not working.
as much of a gentleman as I think I am, and a
Huh?
man,
I'm not
I
looking
might
at your
walk
trash.
past your trash, bro.
Let me tell you something. My cousin was here the other day, right? I asked him to take the trash out, and he gonna put the trash like right in like my mud room. You know how mad I was? I was like, nigga, what the?
He said it's out.
text him like, excuse me, when you come back here, like, can you take the trash out? Like, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that?
it be certain
Why would
things,
you
like,
take it out the trash and then leave it right there? Like, take the shit with you downstairs.
it be certain things
Men.
like that men should know.
Men.
It be certain
That's
things
what I
that
mean,
men
like,
should
y'all
know.
just be
Taking
doing
out the
like-
trash, doing stuff like
I hope
I don't
the
live.
stuff that
fans
we
know.
should know.
If y'all fuck
And
with
for
Teezy,
men
y'all
to not-
better
for
take
us
the
to have a
trash out.
generation of men that don't do that, it's sad.
Oh, Web, you agreeing like once? Oh,
Like,
why?
it's
Because you're in the
crazy.
building?
Huh?
Because you're in the building, you agreeing for
No,
once?
I'm agreeing
Oh,
because
shit.
it's the
He
truth.
agreeing because he ate them snacks. That's why he agreeing.
Right, because he ate my daughter.
Because it's the truth.
We got
It's
two
the truth.
points
It's
that
like,
he's going to agree
as a
with.
kid, we took the garbage. Right,
Yo,
you
look.
took the garbage out.
As a
kid.
boy, your mother
you
made
took
you
the
take the
garbage out,
garbage
kid.
out.
Yo, all the
My
girls
mother
I've
made
dated in my
brother-
life, I don't think I've ever taken any of their trash out, except for the trash where I live at. So I can't
I don't know
agree
what
with
type of
this.
upbringing you had.
And I'm sure they'll say
Yeah,
you was a stand-up guy, Nate.
Yeah. I'll
Nate
come
said
to
he
your
only
house and
take
run
out
your
his own
garbage can like, Can I take your trash? Nah, that's weird to me. If you was to
But
come to my house
if you
and go
let
to
me
my
know,
garbage can and be like, "Let me take the trash out," I'd be like, "Nah, I'm good."
right?
That's
It ain't
some
nothing
weird
that I could be like, babe, go do this, and you got to do it because you a woman.
shit.
But
That's
I
like
got
my
to
show.
I don't think I would expect it, but if you putting trash in there too, I
Tip,
think
Nah,
tip.
I'm
If I show up,
expecting.
if I show up at your house, right?
you gotta do the dishes though.
If I show up at your house, right?
I'll do the dishes, but you gonna take that
I hear
trash
you.
out.
So
Talk about.
if I show up over your house, right? Say we have like a date night. I'm coming over. You said we go play games or whatnot. I come over with a pack of pork chops and just throw them on the table and look at you.
Like,
What you gonna
what
say?
you trying to have me cook? You must know I can cook.
Do the woman.
You must know.
Do the
But I
woman.
get what you're
like,
trying to say with that.
I'm just trying to say. I throw the pork chops on the table
I mean,
and I
I
look
get
at
what
you.
you're saying, but who said it gotta be
You
all
just gonna
like
go
that?
cook 'em?
You making it all aggressive. Shut up. It could be just like some like.
I think
I don't know,
if you making the trash,
Yo,
basically, I
growing
think
up like
to answer that
Web said,
question,
the men took the boys took the
Yeah,
trash out. It was
in
just
our
part
house.
of like.
In our house. That was part of our chore. That was a chore for us.
No,
We didn't
no,
want to take the
my
I made
trash
up
out.
my bed too and cleaned up my room too.
Yeah, you know.
The fuck?
I guess. Well, there you have it. The man's perspective.
I guess so.
I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it all the way real.
We ain't winning in this right now. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Thank
If
you,
I-
Web.
if
I
I
just feel like it's just like I know
Yeah.
it's things that we don't do the same as back in the days, and we supposed to be, learning our own styles and way of living and stuff like that, being in relationships. But at the end of the day, some things I feel like should stick with you, like, and that's one
And
of
I
them,
think
like,
that is a big help by
Like
you
what?
saying
Like
it,
what?
Shantae.
Other than
Basically,
the
you
trash?
saying that is a big help. Like, you feel me?
you might even get your son for taking out the trash a whole week in a row, and I ain't have to tell you, like,
But I don't let it like that. See, now every time I come over,
I'm
But
gonna
every
come
time-
over to take the trash out.
every time I come over, there's no trash in the garbage can. I'm gonna be like,
I'm taking that shit out.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah,
see, that's y'all. That's y'all.
You better give it
I'm
a
tired of
try.
hiding that shit. Throw that shit out.
the first time I
There's
come over
some
there,
guys who
there's a
just
fresh
naturally
garbage
do it
bag in there,
anyway. So
somebody getting
y'all
beat
don't
up.
do it.
No,
y'all
Nate.
don't understand,
I'm
like,
gonna take that out and I'm gonna put it in a
yo,
new
when y'all
bag
do stuff
inside
that we
the
don't have
bag.
to ask y'all to do, like, y'all don't even know.
Some people
like,
you don't have to ask.
I
It's
mean,
just
I
these
know what
mean,
dudes
that
up
do.
here. These dudes up here, they just saying what they do.
I know.
I'm
Other
just
than
saying.
that, it's people that it's
Now, if I'm about
strangers
to
who
go
come
home,
through.
And his
if I'm
woman
on my way
already knows
home,
she's so in tune with him. She know like how to
She
make
said
him
it's
feel better.
strangers
Like
that'll
she
come
know if she need to rub him
No, I
back
said
or
if
run him a
strangers
nice hot.
come
Like,
through.
come on now, like y'all should
why
know.
would you have
Like once you
strangers coming
assume,
to
just
your house?
know.
No, I ain't.
What kind of house
That's
you
funny.
running to?
I meant to
What's
say,
going
like,
on?
you know,
Just
like
caught my
somebody's
ear.
friend, like,
Wait, can
say if you brung your cousin or somebody, and they be like, "You want me to take the trash out for you?" People do that. So I was
Yeah.
saying, like, for
Yeah,
example,
you do.
like that. Like some people just got it in them where they
I
just
mean,
be like,
say we went grocery shopping, we get upstairs and you start unraveling things and the garbage is full. Yeah, then I'd be like, I'm on my way out. Let me take the trash. Yeah, you know. But I'm not gonna think it's my
"Nah, you
job
said
to
you
be over
ain't
there
taking
grabbing
out
trash.
nobody's trash."
Why?
Yeah,
Because
I'm not gonna
that's
think
just
it's
like
my
we talked about before. If I go grocery shopping and I come, you bring in the groceries upstairs, I will put the groceries up.
exactly.
Okay, so
So
you should know
after you
that your
cut
job is
things,
to bring the
after you
groceries
cut
up. I'm
things
not
and
helping
package
you.
them, and you put the garbage in it and it's all full, I could do that. But I'm not gonna come to your house thinking in my head like, time
Yeah,
to
you
take
always
garbage
trying
out.
to have another scenario. Like, nah, get up out of here.
He always do.
I'm just
Like,
saying.
yeah, like.
Let me
He
ask
make
you
his
a
own
question.
up, and it has to be right. What
You've
he's
been to
saying.
my house multiple times. Like, yes, you are. Like, at some point, you're gonna take it out. I don't care. Like,
Let me
yo,
He
ask
said
you
at some point,
Yo.
you taking the garbage out.
at some point, nah, fuck that. I don't care.
have-
I told you, yo, I know somebody that was messing, yo, oh my gosh, Nate, you know who the girl is, but somebody was messing with somebody I knew. This girl house was not like clean and stuff like that. So the dude that she was messing with, she just started messing with him. Like, is that considered bitch assness? He will come in and do her dishes like not. She ain't ask him no nothing. He going straight to the kitchen cleaning the dishes. Like, is that bitch
She was
assness?
nasty.
Well, if her house wasn't clean like that,
Yo,
he's doing her a favor.
yo. Yeah, yeah.
I
Hold
guess it's
up,
not bitch
hold
ass
up,
because he really
hold up,
like her. They just started talking. I don't know. How
hold
would I
up,
like her?
I think he just wanted the
hold
poom to
up.
be honest.
Did he
Like,
just start this like off the rip? He just came over like, let me start cleaning shit.
Listen, I'm positive
yo, for the poom,
he
like
got
that's
shocked by
good.
something that he saw in there.
Yeah, it was like, oh,
Oh.
let me help this chick out. Let me.
No, he was like, I ain't gonna be in here if I don't at least clean these motherfucking dishes. Cause this
Yeah, he might have thought like that because he didn't even like they didn't go upstairs till he was done. I was sitting there like, yo, this is crazy.
Nah,
You wanna-
I did not sign up for that.
Nah,
I'm
I wouldn't expect no guy to
I'm
just come
out.
in my house and start like whatever.
that
See, look,
That's just different.
that's
Like
when
I
I
just
go in
feel like
daddy
men should
mode.
take
I'm
the
not even
trash
gonna
out.
lie. I'm gonna go in daddy mode and be like, yo, you can't. You knew I was coming over, right? I start asking questions like, I did tell you I was coming over, right?
Yo, kid.
This is where you leave these at, right here on the floor. You don't pick this up, huh? Where
Shit,
all
that's
these? You
crazy.
live here by yourself? Why you got all these dishes in the sink?
Yo,
Like
I don't know.
that.
Maybe I'm just conflicted with thinking that men should take out the trash, but okay.
Let me ask you a question, please.
Go ahead.
Have you ever worked a job where you didn't get like a job description before you started that motherfucker? The way you
Yeah, I guess.
was what was expected of you?
Yeah.
So anybody that deal with you need to know that that's in the job description. If they don't know, then just imagine if you started a job and they know what the fuck you were supposed to be doing.
Yeah, that means I gotta tell them.
And then you might be able to you could get fired for not doing what you're supposed to be doing. But if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, then
You getting fired.
because you're ready to fire a motherfucker for not taking the trash out.
No, I'm not. I just don't understand
Listen,
why
we've
a
been
man
talking
think
about
that they
taking
should
the
take
trash
the
out
trash
for
out.
Basically,
Like,
whoever deal with Shantae, this is what she expect. If you
take
ain't
the
with it, then
trash
you gonna
out.
have to get lost. All right,
Take the
that's
Nah,
what
trash
she
out.
trying to say.
Not even that.
Thank you,
Fellas,
Web. Thank you,
fellas,
Web. Oh, I
take the
got
trash
web
out.
support tonight.
What
Like,
happened?
take
She
the
looking for a
trash out.
garbage man.
What are y'all doing? Take
She
the trash
looking for a
out.
It's
garbage
just like
man.
I know it's just like it shouldn't even be a conversation. Like that's just how it is. Like take the fucking trash out. Like what? Why am I dragging? Unless I have to, like I said,
That
like.
is a male's role.
But the garbage cans got wheels on it. What you mean?
So what? What if it's so full and it's heavy? And what if you missed a week or something like
That's
that?
what the wheels is for.
Nah,
That's
that shit ain't about to fall on me.
That sounds
How big is your garbage can?
like a kid is saying.
That's
It's
crazy.
gonna fall on me if
What?
I move it. It's gonna
One
fall on me.
unlucky, but yeah, right. The whole shit falling on you. Like I said, don't get me wrong. Like I do what I have to do. I'm a single parent anyway, so me and my kid, we gotta take the trash out. We do what we have to do. But I'm
Who
just
take
saying,
the
like a
trash
man
out
in
now?
the house,
Who take the trash out now?
me and my baby.
Has anything ever fell on you?
A few times I almost
I
got
ain't even
run
gonna
over.
lie.
Because when you
Yo. Oh my God.
gotta, no, because where I live at, it's a hill to come down. Like my parking lot is.
Oh,
And the trash cans are on the side, so when you roll it down, that shit coming at you for a throttle. Like, so you trying to
Oh man.
So Shantae,
Yo, that's why she wants somebody else to take the garbage out.
That's why.
That's the reason right there.
That's why. We got to
so
the
yeah,
bottom
I
of
got
it.
something to say. So
She
my
been
babe
traumatized.
said that if the person y'all dealing with, like y'all might not take out everybody trash, but if either where y'all said where y'all live at, y'all taking out the trash. But he said if somebody pussy good or whatever, y'all taking out that trash. Y'all just saying like y'all know y'all taking out that trash.
They just talking.
If you like
No,
her,
as
you
a as a
If you
gentleman,
like her,
as
why
a
would you
Yo,
gentleman,
like? What is
if she
the
she
yeah.
said, you on your way out, can you take this out for me?
Oh, now it got low because that shit good though. I'm saying.
We are gentlemen on this shit, and
Like I said, if she
we got to
asks,
give the other side though. You know,
but I'm not walking in your house expecting to take the garbage out.
none of us, I'm sure, is expecting that. That's my job.
If we
I don't live
yes,
here.
if we deal with each other, yes, the fuck it is.
Well, you gotta communicate that. You
I
gotta
don't
put
want
that
to say,
on
but
the.
see, you see how y'all like making it like, oh, it's a job. Like, it's just what you
It's
should
an
do.
honor to
Like,
take
it's
your trash
not.
out. My bad.
Stop trying
It's
to
an
make it seem
honor.
like
My bad.
you have. Nah, see, I don't like how y'all trying to word this.
They
Like,
make it.
like
They
y'all trying
going
to make
ham
it
for
seem
no
like,
reason.
nah, I'm
Excuse
not.
me. Excuse
Nah,
me. Before we even start talking,
I said
and I
it was
introduce
funny.
and I say thank you for inviting me over. Let me take your trash out. I'll be back. You be like, this weirdo nigga. What the hell?
no, you
I
y'all
can't with
see y'all
y'all.
trying to turn it into something that is not.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to just let you go because you ain't taking the trash out, but I'm gonna feel like, damn, like,
Y'all got more?
why the fuck I keep taking this trash out and he ain't here? Like, no,
Stupid. Joe.
Nate, you be. I don't like
Oh
your
my
scenarios
God.
tonight, Nate.
That nigga said it is an honor.
Oh, Kia
Yeah,
look like she about to come through on everybody. Kia about to come through.
right? Kia been waiting. She ain't say nothing.
Yo, I've been listening. I've
Birthday
been
girl.
listening to y'all the whole time.
It's her
Oh
birthday.
my
I know
Yeah.
it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Ray, you sound like Brother Malcolm tonight, bro.
Yo, you stupid, Joe.
Ah!
I've been listening to
Nah, he
y'all.
talking for real. He's speaking the facts.
I
Get on
respect
them
the
about that
truth from
trash,
y'all
Kia.
niggas.
Get on them.
Oh my God, Joe. Nate is
Right?
hilarious.
About the trash. I do think that's a man's job. I mean, but see, I live in a house of boys, so they do it, I do it. I don't care when I have to do it, I guess. I don't know. I don't care about stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, we know you don't care about stuff like that, Kia.
Yeah, like I get outside and plow the snow.
That's because you have to.
I pull down the
Yes, you
garbage
don't.
cans,
You
I
got
blow
some little
leaves.
football players now.
Huh?
They do it too.
So
But
They
so
she's
help.
what
They
still
would
a
it
single.
would it be a woman's job then, Kia?
Kia, no, because he's trying to tap into next week.
If
To
taking
be
the trash
honest,
out of the
like
bin.
I heard when y'all was talking about that. To be honest, I don't feel there's no such thing as a woman's job or a man's job. Honestly, I don't. Cause my dishes don't got no man name on it, and the garbage can don't got no nigga name on it. It's whoever up to do it.
That's why you get the big bucks, Kia.
That's just how I feel.
Fuck that. Fuck. I
But
just
see,
think fuck that. Maybe
but you
it's
know
our
what?
upbringing.
When
Maybe
it
we
comes
just was
to
brought up
when it
like
comes to like
that. Oh
choosing
yeah,
sides, as
it
far as
was like it's never like.
when it comes to choosing sides to be domestic, I'm the wrong chick to talk to because I do manly things. Like I said, I you know just because I'm a girl, that don't mean I can't get outside and plow the driveway. I might not like the way you do it. I
Yo,
like the way I do it, so I'm gonna get it done.
And let me ask you, Kia, how do men respond to that?
Huh?
How do men respond to that?
It depends
Um,
on the man. Some men gonna look at you
it
like, "What
depends
the
on
hell
yeah.
you doing?" And
It
some men gonna
depends
like that
on
shit.
it depends on the man, cause just
It
like a
depends
month ago,
on.
I put in my own air conditioning, and my peoples was like, "Why you ain't wait for me to help you?" I'm like, "Cause I didn't want to, and I didn't need to. I put my own shit in, screwed them right into the window."
I put my ACs in every year. Me and my daughter. She be putting I come home. She have an AC in the ready. I be like,
He said,
dang.
I
screwed
think
them right into the window.
hell yeah. I think manly stuff like I don't know anything about cars. So if I call you to, oil change or change a flat, that's what I don't know. So I would expect for a man to step up with that. But, I wish I did know because Shalonda, my girl Shalonda, you know Shalonda, right? Like she told me, she was looking at me when she said, "Kid, you don't know how to change a flat." I'm like, hell no. That's something women should know how to do. But we
Yeah, 'cause
say
my
it.
sister
We
like
say it for men, so we don't even want to learn or we don't even want to try. So
Nah, I don't think it's
I
that you
don't
don't want
know.
to
So
try or
my
learn, but I just feel like
questions
you
Mm.
should
like
do it
that,
more.
don't ask me because I'm with the manly stuff. Show me how to change a tire because if I'm ever somewhere and my shit flat, fuck, I'm gonna get out and change it.
I'm pulling
And roll, I take the fuck them too.
some
You gonna call AAA?
Triple
You
A,
easy, and
3 hour wait.
a woman gonna be driving the AAA truck.
Yeah, AAA. Yo,
Triple A,
last
3
time
hour
I called
wait.
AAA, they had me sitting in the car for 3 hours. Fuck them too.
I
See,
never had to wait. Oh, you know what? If you're on the highway, AAA coming like this.
it take about 25 minutes to change the tire.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. I'm not saying that when you say like a man's job, it's like you don't want to try or do anything like that. What I'm saying is I feel like it's more of a man's job to do like all the things that y'all saying that men do or we saying that y'all supposed to do. I've done those things. But at the end of the day, if I have a man with me, like I don't want to just always feel like I gotta do that strong shit. Like, yo, sometimes just let me be like I said earlier, vulnerable. Let me
Yeah,
be
I
feeling
think
like soft
it's
and be like,
okay
I
with
don't want to
asking,
have to keep doing that shit. I don't.
but it's a difference. It's a difference, Shantae, when you ask for help and saying that's your job because of whatever it is.
Now
It's
we're
a
gonna
difference.
sit down at the table
Right,
and we both. Well, if we sit
right.
down at the table and we both let it out what we expect in this relationship or what we would like to expect, then it can't be mad at me because I already told you. Like this is just like I can't be mad at you if you sat down and told me like you know what these are some things like that's just like when people have boundaries and things like that. Like we can't tell them they wrong for that. If we sit down and we say, okay, this is what I'm this or whatever, then how you mad at me because I expect you to do it?
So listen, it ain't
Like
about being mad
I
at you.
wish a nigga would tell me you gotta do this because that's a woman. I'm in the kitchen and I'm
Oh,
trying
you
to do it.
breaking
Watching
up.
this.
And that's part of what I'm saying too.
Oh,
Like, can I tell you what's your job, TV?
Yo, no, you got way burn. Oh.
hell
Yo,
no.
what is fucking laughing?
Huh? What?
Sorry.
That's just like saying if I do the laundry,
Okay.
I ain't gotta fold the clothes. Hell no. We sitting on this couch watching a movie, nigga help fold.
Wait, I didn't hear her.
I ain't doing that.
Wait. Say it
I
again.
said,
I agree.
that's like if I did laundry. It's not my job to fold the clothes because I'm the female. If the nigga sitting right there, he could help. He not gonna
Niggas don't
he
like
not
it.
Niggas don't
Can
like
can,
folding
can I
clothes.
say
That's the
so
difficult one,
TZ?
kid. That's the
That's
hard one.
I
Hey
Because
TZ, can
dudes
I
don't
say
like to fold
I hate
laundry.
doing dishes and I think doing dishes is women's work. So I expect you to do the dishes if I fuck with you.
Wait. Wasn't you saying that you don't want to take out a woman's garbage?
No, no. I
Nigga
don't
said he
mind taking
don't.
the trash out. You get what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like I said, hold
I
up,
just
hold up.
need to know that's a prerequisite. Don't
Like I
be
said,
looking side eye when I'm leaving this motherfucker when you ain't never said nothing about me taking the trash out.
fact, I'm not coming over there with the
that
intention
makes sense.
to
At
take out
all.
trash.
That's not in my brain.
I'm not gonna side eye you because why would you just do like I'm not y'all
I might side eye you because your trash is full when
Full,
I
yeah.
get there.
y'all
You
not
ain't
with
know
me
I
on
was
this.
coming? You ain't clean up with me?
That's kind of nasty, yo. That's kind of nasty, yo.
but
But that's what I said. I'm like, you're not gonna
women
see my
gotta be the
trash
only
can.
ones
But
to
if we
cook.
together in a house, nah.
That's like so
Like
if
I
we
said,
in the
if I'm
house,
leaving out before you,
what's wrong
I
with a
take the
chick
trash
cooking dinner
out.
sometimes?
But if we together in the house, no. I don't feel like I feel like if we in a house together, then
Talk about what we
it's a
talking about.
different
What's up
scenario
here?
versus you not in a
So,
house together.
so
Like
can I say that like dishes is women's work and you got to do the dishes?
Hell no. Cause don't none of us got the place they eating.
Exactly.
Don't
I
none
ain't
of
say
us
nothing.
don't Shantae don't, because you're gonna get yelled at in this conversation because you have many women
Lorraine, as soon as you get
expectations
to the
as
house,
well.
you just go in the
No,
kitchen,
I
start
don't. The
washing
only
dishes.
thing I said was the trash. I don't care about no. I feel like that's just something that's just like common. Like you know what it is? It's upbringing. My upbringing throughout my whole entire life, it
All right.
always was like that. I never seen like the men in my family or the boys when we growing up. Like I said, I grew up. Most of my cousins are boys. Like we all grew up together. Like y'all know how that was growing up. I've never seen them complain. I never. It was just always something that was just like that's what it was. So
Yo,
maybe
so
I wasn't at
that
my
rule,
upbringing, but
hell
I
yeah, that
know
rule was invented in your family. That's not a known fact.
it's a lot of men.
Uh,
Well,
I
Webb
was
just
shocked.
said he was shocked to hear that men don't take out the trash. So
no,
I know I'm not the only one that was
I
like
think that's
that.
widespread.
Can't be. All these years,
Widespread
I
expectation.
never knew that. So I learned something new today. I'm not saying it has to be men. We had this conversation before. Like, I'm not saying that it has to be roles, but sometimes there are certain. You don't even got to call it a role. Like, okay, like Lorraine said, for instance, if you don't like washing the dishes, bring that to the table. That might be something that y'all can compromise. Well, but I wash dishes 5 days after we do wash in 2 days. Like, something like that. Like, that's what I mean. Like, more of when I say like men and women, I mean like a man maybe should be doing a bit more of this than me, and maybe a woman should be doing a little bit more of this than the man. Like that's, I don't know. I'm not trying to put restrictions, but I don't know. I'm never gonna win this battle with y'all with the trash, so I'm just
The compromise. That's being the leader right there to you.
What?
That's being the leader right there. Gotta compromise.
Whatever. So I have a question. I know it's not a question. Kia, you got a question for the man because you haven't been up here. Well,
Yes,
been up here, but
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Why do men disturb women's peace?
Oh shit! I'm gonna play some gospel music. Which I want to shout to. Oh, sorry.
When y'all know damn well y'all coming in hot. Y'all know damn well y'all not coming in peaceful. So why
Hold on.
disturb?
I gotta hear that again. I
just want to hear that.
What's the question?
Why do men disturb?
Y'all heard me?
Knowing.
I said, yeah. Why do men disturb women's peace when they know damn well they not coming in peaceful? They coming in hot.
Lust.
You want to answer the question?
Lust. That's lust. It's lust.
Nate put his phone on mute. You know what? Lorraine quiet.
No. I got people here. They actually
Lust will make me waste my time.
No, that's they care.
That's why homosexuality to the
We can't hear you, Lorraine. You sound mad low.
I said I think it's for the same reason that women disrupt men.
That women do what?
I don't know about that.
You said why do men disrupt women's peace? And I think it's for the same reason that women do it.
Attention, lust and attention.
I don't know about that. Like, I'm not about to do all of that to you. Like, you know what? Like,
is one.
I'm not about to do all of that to you. Don't try to say that as a nah. You got something better.
You want to get involved with that person's world. That's what it is.
So listen.
But why?
A woman to know, and I'm gonna say this in the most positive way I can say it. But a woman to know that a man is in a peaceful space, not engaging with her, and she'll text that nigga or call him with the bullshit just because.
Yeah, so basically it's just the person is just a toxic individual, whether it's male or female. A certain trouble.
Pettiness.
Right. That's not a male or female thing, but it's for the same
wait, y'all.
reason.
I'm listening. My machine had broke down. That's what gave me a second to talk to y'all. But I'm still listening. I'm gonna just put my phone on mute.
Thank you for your input,
Because at 10:30 we stopped working, and I'm saying fuck these machines, and I'm on here. All right. So give me 15 minutes.
No. I don't like that response. All right. So Nate, what's your response? So you said it's lust. You said it's the same woman the same reason that women do it. And Nate, what's your response?
Pettiness. Deuces. That's it.
Wait. When you ask the question, what is it? Because when you speak of disruptive, it sounds like you're saying, why do men come along and when a chick is just doing her thing? But it seems like they make a specific situation which she's peaceful or a person's peaceful, and that's disrupted. That's what it sounded like Lorraine was responding to. But what you were saying sounded like a girl just at peace and a dude try to shoot his shot and talk to her and get her time.
Kia's saying like basically like he know that he's not about to like take this anywhere. He know he's not about to do. It's not about to go nowhere, but he still want to insist on like trying to like act like it or trying to like so he can get the penny. I mean, so but that's corny. Like it's plenty of females that's down to just go do what you're trying to do. So at the end of the day, it's never a need for somebody to do all of that extra stuff, men or women. Like you don't gotta do that, right? What you doing that for?
And
Because
then
of pettiness, yo. You just what? You don't even know the person. Why would you be petty? Then you don't even know the person.
I'm petty. That's why.
Huh? What he say?
I'm showing up with pure pettiness.
You don't even know me. Get up out of here. What?
Nah.
But that's what she was saying. Like, why? Like, don't do that. Or you know you're not ready to be with one person. Stop trying to act like you are ready for that because you know there's some other shit going on behind. Like, don't do that. Don't disturb the peace. Like, don't disrupt it. Like, if you know that you're not ready, don't disrupt the peace.
but
Like, far as just like talking to somebody, it can mean a bunch of things though. I don't think it just means like, hold on, Ray. I don't think it just means like you being in a relationship with that person. But even if you're talking to somebody, like just be truthful with them. Like, don't lead it on to something else that you know, like you already know from the jump. Like, okay.
I mean, that's both people though. Like, if she not putting out there like what she trying to get to or her boundaries or whatever, like he not gonna know. So he just gonna keep going on with it.
No, he's gonna know.
How?
I think that most, I don't know. I think most females are verbal with stuff like that. I don't know. I am, but I feel like females are verbal with that type of stuff.
What's your timeline on being verbal with somebody about exactly what you want to happen though?
That's a good question. I think that I want to say with that early because I don't want you wasting my time.
Cause I know dudes that have messed up females' whole operation in like 4 months. I'm just saying.
One night.
Wait, hold on before you.
Yeah.
One night.
Kamaria, what's up, Kamaria? She said it's so corny. Niggas be having a whole family and come and disturb your peace. Yep. It's selfishness. I like that word. She said, stop feeding dreams. She said it can take time, but a dude will lead you on for years. Definitely. And then she said, Mo said, I'm not as verbal with it. Nope, I should be, but instead I won't answer your calls anymore.
Damn.
She said she should be more verbal. Like, I don't know, because I think
that's me.
What you say, Lorraine?
I'm more on the ghost you side than to be blatantly honest and be like, fuck out of here.
So he's still coming over to take the garbage out. That's what he said.
Oh.
Wait, say that again?
He ghosts them. He said more than be like, I'm not interested.
Oh, so, I mean, but that's a way of doing it. I mean, I ain't saying it's nice, but it's still a way of doing it.
I noticed that's a thing.
No, it's not the best way.
It's not the best way, but it is a way of doing it, I guess. It's not the best way.
It was a time when I was just straight, blunt, honest, and not everybody is like open to that. You get what I'm saying? Not everybody is accepting to that. And that was when I ain't really care about communicating effectively. I just wanted to get my point out. You get what I'm saying? And then that recognizing that wasn't the best way, I just was like, all right, fuck it. I'ma just not fucking be around and not talk to you and like I said, kind of ghost you. And I learned that that's not effective either, because both situations you fuck with people emotions.
Right.
That shit ain't like karma wise, that shit ain't, you know what I mean? So I'm learning to be more vocal about, especially initially. Like I tell somebody quick, like yes, no, maybe so, or I mean yes or no. But I don't know.
Okay. Hold up. Kamaria said, I'm verbal, my kids and my dedication when you about my kids and my dedication when you meet me, you know ASAP what I want. Yet some men act like they want that too, and it be off a cap. Right. I feel like that should be established. Like you should let it be known. Like, hey, like this is what not to like. Not on like a strong arm type of thing, but it's like it's important because I think that after you've been through certain things or you've been in situations or relationships, at some point you gotta like be upfront. Like this is what I'm looking for. Like I don't got time for you to be wasting my time. Like so, I don't think that is cool when men waste time, and vice versa. She said, "Yes, I'm learning to initially set my standards of what I want and don't." It's hard, like sometimes because it's like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like you could come off as a mean person. But it's like sometimes like it's important, like you have to do that. So I don't think that y'all should be wasting anybody's time. If y'all don't even step in that realm, like don't do it.
I hate to talk about women, but there's some shit that just went in my head.
You already got your one question.
And it's something that like men we deal with this shit, especially with women who ain't processed the last nigga that they was with, or the last two niggas that they was with, or all the men that they been with previously before they run into me. And I got to deal with everything that every other nigga did
I don't know y'all men is not so.
before we get to like me. You get what I'm saying? You don't even know me until you recognize, all right, he not like this nigga, he ain't like this nigga, he ain't like this nigga, he ain't like this nigga. You get what I'm saying? Do that make sense?
Yeah, but women, it's vice versa. You know how much women gotta put up with a man's ex and this and X and oh she like we gotta deal with the same stuff. And a lot of times I feel like it might be a little bit harder.
Nah, men not gonna stop messing with you because I see characteristics from my ex-girlfriend. We gonna just ride that shit out and deal with the same shit that we dealt with the last girl.
That's true. This web sleeping.
You better wake the fuck up.
Yo, nah, bruh. You're not about to be Yo, oh my God.
The snacks got him knocked out, huh?
He drove in a tsunami to come sleep on your couch.
Yo,
That's a big shit. That's
Yo, shut up.
I came here fresh from work, and I was there for like I did the last 2 days.
That's funny.
Like this is
Web,
me
hey,
and
Web.
this man need to have a talk. Like, never mind, we ain't gonna talk about it on the show.
No, Web. If she was your girl, right, and you came in from a hard day's work,
and she wanted me to take out the trash, it's there
talking,
till the morning.
and you fell asleep like that,
It's there till the
you'd
morning.
be the worst nigga in the world.
I probably would be.
Yo, y'all taking my words on some other shit. No, you're not gonna be the worst person in the world. Like I can understand. I'm a very understanding person, but see, being so understanding, like that gets you in some shit. So at the end of the day, I'm understanding with certain things. Like you got a hard day. Okay, one of the kids can take the trash out. But at the end of the day, like you're not the worst.
But tomorrow, the day after,
you better just remember before you get up and go to work, you better take that trash out. I don't know what you talking about.
Hey Nate, she got
Kamaria, they over here trying to say I'm wrong for thinking that a man should take the trash out, Kamaria. Like I know you feel me.
how we
get
get back on the trash?
You're brothers. Nah.
Bro, how we get back on the
Whatever.
trash?
You're not the worst person. You're not the worst person.
Who
But
ain't
that's
taking
just
the
like,
trash out?
like that's before like what Nate said before, like not on this segment, but if you have certain things like about you, like Nate, not Nate, Lorraine, you a germaphobe, like that should be known, like because at the end of the day, you should lay that out on the table. You shouldn't just be like, oh well, let me just go inspect and see, like, oh, like nah.
That's how I talk, Shanta.
Ray said, before we go in this bedroom, let me put my white glove on and
Yeah, like let me like.
Nah, girl. Let me check your couch.
Nah, you got a little bit too much dust up here.
Nah,
like,
we gotta get a room.
Bottom part of your toilet dirty.
Thing, yeah.
I mean, you don't clean, bro.
Whatever. Y'all, you trying to test the waters. Don't try to act like y'all be doing that. Like, let me just
come in.
Let me look. Be watching and shit. Kamaria said, Sean said, you know, I feel you. She said, I'm in the
You ain't
South
there?
and we are not allowed to touch the trash. But I can if I want. So I was gonna say that's crazy that she said the South, because when y'all was saying all of this, I was about to say, I know down South ain't no woman touching no trash, bro. It's a different type of upbringing.
But I
Ain't
bet
no woman touching no
I
trash
bet
in the
ain't
South.
no men in the kitchen either.
What?
I bet it ain't too many men in the kitchen either.
What men in who kitchen?
Down south.
Oh, down South?
Men in the kitchen.
I don't expect my man to be in the kitchen if we want to keep it a buck. I mean, it'd be nice if you want to make something real quick. It is what it is, but I really don't expect you to be in the kitchen. But everybody not like that. Some people want 50-50. Yeah, some people want 50-50. Some people,
Oh, that's whack.
if
So
I wake
in
up
your
to you
house,
cooking,
that's
that's
the woman's
cool.
job, Tease.
But she said they cook too. She said, I know, I'm about to say down. And what about the Jamaican men? Don't you, the
Yo,
Jamaican men can
who made
cook?
that rule up? Who made that rule up that only men take out trash? Where's y'all getting this from?
Old
Kia,
Cause
white
guess
just the
people.
what?
upbringing.
Yo, cause
Old
guess what?
white men.
No, cause guess what? If the
Oh,
city wanna hire me to be a garbage man, guess who's gonna be on the back of that fucking truck with the niggas? Me.
girl, that's
Get
different.
into the
That's money.
bag.
Get into the bag. So
That's
let me ask
different.
y'all
That's
this.
money.
So let me ask you this, Shantae and Kamaria.
Those men down
So
here different.
listen, so if you cleaning up the kitchen at 4:30 and the garbage can is filled and your man gonna work at 5, you gonna leave it there till he get there or you gonna take it out?
No, that's what we already talked about. Like in certain circumstances, then yeah, I'm gonna help you out. We gonna this our
You
house.
gonna leave
We
that
gonna do
shit,
what we
Tease.
have to
Stop
You
do.
gonna
lying.
leave that shit there. Stop bluffing.
And expect that nigga to take that
I'm
shit
not
out when he get
saying
home.
no, I'm not. I'm not saying only men do it. I'm just saying that. So I'm gonna sit. So if the trash starts stinking, y'all think I'm about to just sit there in the kitchen with a stinking trash and be like, let me wait till this nigga get over? Hell no, I'm taking that
She
shit
gonna put it
out.
next to the door so when he get off, he see it.
I just said I got mad
No,
at my
when he
cousin
come
for
home,
doing
she
that.
gonna
So
be
why
like,
are you
that
not
trash
doing that?
stink.
Right.
Hell no, you're
You
not
see it
Okay,
doing
so
come
that.
home.
then let me ask this. Say if you cleaning up the kitchen and your man in the living room watching the game, and you right by the back door in the kitchen, you gonna tie the garbage up and say, "Hey, babe, when the commercial break on, run this downstairs," or is you just gonna run downstairs and take out the trash?
I feel like he should already know before this game. He gotta take that shit out if it's full.
How
If
you gonna
he
know
was,
that?
if we in the same house and the trash is full and we both in the same house walking by before the game, and I know we both ain't blind. I know you're not blind, so take that shit out. I'm not gonna
That shit
expect
gotta
you
be
during the game. Y'all bringing up
no.
scenarios like if a man is doing something. It's not that serious.
Cause I personally I'm with the men on this one.
But see,
I don't
you
do that.
because you know what? When a person just treatment, they just be on something. That's cool. I'll take the trash out, but I'm not taking it out 100% if I have a man
Hey,
cooking. He gonna
Tease,
take
let
out
me
the
ask
shit
you.
around it.
Has the trash ever been a problem in your relationship?
Huh?
Has the trash ever been a problem in your relationship?
Not really. Not really. Not really.
Hard to believe.
Even like that's to me, like I said with the groceries, like the groceries get brought upstairs, I might take the groceries out, put the groceries up in the refrigerator, organize the pantry, put the groceries up in the pantry. It's just a teamwork. Like I said, if it's something like now Key is saying, like if I got a man that loves sports, because some men like sports, some men don't. If I have a man that loves sports and he doing his thing in sports and trash day is going out, I would kind of probably say like, damn, why didn't you take it out? But if he didn't take it out, I'm gonna try not to interrupt him while he have his game going. Do what I gotta do. But if we in the same household, I just don't feel like I'm not gonna be doing it more than you. You gonna be doing a little bit more. Right. Thank you, Kamaria. He gonna take out the trash because he know I'm cleaning the kitchen. Sometimes when I touch it, he tell me, "Kay, I got it." Now that's the real truth. Sometimes when you go out to take the trash, some men they looking at you like, "What you doing?" I got that. I don't need you to do that. Go handle what you need to handle. Or go, like you said, it's about compromising. If you taking the trash out weekly, like I said, or if you taking the trash out 5 days and I'm taking it out 2 days out of the week, then it's vice versa. I'm doing the dishes for 5 days. Like, I don't know. It don't always have to be like that. Like, it don't have to be a written out thing. Like, Y'all over exaggerating what I'm trying to say. And I'm about to like blast all type of slavery. I'm about
Yo,
to.
honestly, I don't even think a couple should have like a chore schedule. If we both live here, it don't matter how many times I did the dishes compared to how many times you did it. We both live here. You see dishes in the sink, wash it.
But if you have a couple, if you have somebody in a relationship that doesn't really like to do it that much, I will not have a. What I'm saying is, I won't have a problem compromising with that person to say, okay, I know that you don't like to do this that much. I will take more responsibility to do that because sometimes everybody don't like to do all the chores. We're not about to sit up here and act like everybody like to do every part of the house and every chore. Like, sometimes you might like to clean the bathroom more than you like to do something else. So it's all about just coming together and compromising. Like, yo, I know this nigga don't like to do this that much. Let me handle it. Like, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
100% okay.
Shantae just
But
wanted to be known that she's not touching the garbage.
That's
Right.
I
what
touch
it
the
is.
garbage.
That's
Y'all
what it is to
annoying.
me.
What
But
happened?
I'm with the compromiser.
Maybe I should use I told y'all not jobs, but y'all just keep trying to say a job. Like maybe I should say compromising. He said when he asked me to get a part out the car store and it's 10 different ones, I feel like he should take over because I don't know what to get. I don't send his ass to get seasoning for the chicken I'm about to cook. She said, yeah, no schedule. We just do it however. He don't really do dishes, but he will if I ask. Right. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I'm
But
going to just use the word compromising. Because, Nate, what you said before, you said you'll go to the grocery store. Oh, no, you were saying that your girlfriend will forget stuff while you in the grocery store.
Yeah.
That part.
What you laughing at, Lorraine?
I don't take out the trash. Oh, you don't? Oh, well, you gotta go to your car and put that shit in your car. Because everybody does everything. And with me having 2 boys, oh, nigga, y'all gonna learn to wash dishes. And when y'all grow up and get girlfriends and get wives, don't put them in the kitchen. They're not about to be your slave and just doing dishes because she's the female. Nah, you help her too. Compromise, like you said. Everybody do everything. Ain't no such thing as I don't like to do that. Nah, we ain't doing that.
And like if you good at cooking, then goddamn it, you the one that should be doing the cooking. I shouldn't be doing the cooking. If I'm stronger, then I'm the one that should be carrying the heavy shit. Like you shouldn't be carrying the heavy shit. But you are strong, might be best suited for you to carry the heavy shit. If I could cook better, it might be suited for me to be in the kitchen cooking shit.
I don't like these men gender jobs. I'm just saying.
I think we need to work together to make it work.
Yes.
And wherever that is, wherever is the median in every situation, I think that's a positive relationship. Finding the balance in everything. You get what I'm saying? Saying some real shit.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like taking up, I don't like doing the cooking, but I cook. So if you cook, do the dishes. You get what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna lie like that.
Yeah, don't lie. No lying tonight on the Universal March.
That's part of the reason why I'm in the situation that I'm in now. I'm still learning how to like.
I just think it what works for your house works for your house. So yeah, you're right. I just think
You just gotta
what
find
works
your
for your
comfortable
home works for
spot in a
your home. Like
relationship.
I
Gotta do
know
it, make
people
it happen.
that. What you say, Nate?
I said you just gotta find your comfortable spot in a relationship and do what makes,
Yeah, I know people that have a schedule a little bit to where husband and wife they will. It's fine. She do this. She know like he might wash the laundry and stuff. He don't mind. He love washing and putting it in the dryer, but she folds it like, and they don't have a problem with that. It's not like she don't feel like it's a control thing. She don't feel like that's just how their house works, and it's fine. So I think it's just about like y'all all said, like finding that medium
You
But
gotta
Mariah
find the
said all
balance in
my
the
brothers
contract.
can cook and clean. My cousin's husband does all the cooking. She told him from jump. She doesn't cook. 20 plus years later, still married and happy. My grandfather cooked more than my grandmother, and my grandmother handled all the bills. Because you know, women, we a little bit better at that. We handling bills. But like I just say, I can't say that. But
if you gonna stand on your shit and be like, no, this is your job, you got to be open enough to listen to
Take a
what I said
job.
was
You
your.
gotta take a job.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's fair. That's a happy medium.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with it, but I just really am shocked, like how Kia is shocked to hear that people that men just take the trash out without a problem. I'm shocked to hear that men have a problem. So is
No,
what you grow up seeing.
that's don't do us like that, tease. That's
I
not
ain't say y'all.
right, because that's not what it is.
I said I'm shocked to even know that it was a conversation. Like Kia said, she's shocked of how men just take out the garbage with no problem. Like I'm shocked the other way around the board. So
Shout
I'm
that.
not saying that y'all gonna be like that or y'all are like that. I'm just saying it was really but I mean it's all teamwork. It's not one. Like I said, it's not one. You supposed to just do it the whole time. But like I said, compromising. If I know you don't like doing something as much, I'm not gonna I'd rather say, okay, I will do this and you can do this. If I know you do something better, okay. If I have to do it, I will do it. But if you do it better, then you do it.
Right.
You do it. I don't see nothing.
And I think it's important to lay that out. And the way I don't, like I said, I'm not getting that eye because you got all these expectations, motherfucker, that you dealing with, and you're not communicating them.
I mean, but I think you can have your boundaries, you can have expectations. I don't think it should be an overwhelming thing of expectations. I don't think it should overwhelm the process or, as far as when it comes to expectations, but there should be some, if you have some. And then you could get into the other ones a little bit later, but I don't think that it should be like a whole book, boom, this
Right.
is everything that you have, no. And I'm not going to walk away if you don't take the damn trash out, but definitely gonna have a conversation with you.
You gonna put it all in your contract, like I said.
I'm gonna need you to sign this contract that says,
see,
every
it'll work out
Wednesday
better
night
that
you
way.
take the trash
You
out to
be
the
like,
front.
Yeah. You got to check the trash. And
No, I'm just playing.
you gotta initial that box.
Well, first of all, like I said, if I deal with you and you come to my house, we just met, whatever, we talking, and you come to my house, you're not gonna see the trash full. But if you did see the trash full and you decide to take my trash out on your own, I don't know. I don't know if would I look at that like that's crazy, or would I look at that like
you'll look at that like, is he about to go in my trash?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I would look at it like that's why
I heard this nigga was a scammer. Did I put that check in there? Yeah, yep.
But that's why I keep going back to saying relationship, when you're in a relationship or you're dealing with somebody longevity, that's what I mean. But I don't know. So
I don't know, Ray.
I don't know. Nate said he don't even take, so I don't know. Everybody, like I said, everybody upbringing is different. I just thought everybody in the hood grew up like that. That's crazy.
Is this dude still asleep over there?
Yo, somebody can help me kick him up.
You gonna roll him outside in the rain.
Why did you even come?
He like a squatter, right?
Yo, his lip open.
Yo, if he was at my house, I'd be making all type of TikTok
I'm about
videos.
to pour. I'm about to tell my I'm about to do something funny. Sam, I should record.
Lip hanging from way back.
You wake up TikTok famous for real.
Yo, she said he's slumpy. I'm telling you, this is sad because you could have stayed on the camera. Yo.
That's the funniest part. He was
She gonna wake him up time to go home.
Do some shit like that.
He was like, How
your co-host do some shit like that? I just want to know. This is what I'm talking about. Home is really sleep with his lips. I could just pour liquid something down it.
Right.
That's crazy. He had a two. Yo, you know what's crazy? No, I'm not gonna put Web on the spot, y'all. All right, so men, I'm not gonna put because he. This was like, so, y'all should have heard how eager he was for this conversation. Like last week, he just like, yo, I got to tell like we bang 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 like. Now look at y'all. Look at Talk with TZ.
That's a hard working. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, that ain't my nigga, so I can't tell him to go lay down. But anyways, like I can't say, when I get up this, he gonna be right in this fucking office with the light.
She gonna throw a blanket over him and be like, "Good luck."
Yo, I'm like,
Even the
let
blanket
me wake up and see that you was in my snacks, nigga. Like,
for the beach.
oh my gosh. All right, so I want to ask y'all, man, what do y'all like? What is it that y'all? How should I word it? Like when it comes to, I guess, a woman or just like with understanding, what is it that y'all want women to understand? Like when it comes to a man, more that y'all think that we maybe don't understand or we might misconstrue or whatever it is. What is there something that y'all want us to like understand more about men?
Lorraine, that's your question, Lorraine.
Was that a deep question for y'all?
That's a good question, though.
Because I feel like a lot of times, sometimes we get so caught up, you know, in our little fantasies and shit. We don't even say like, you know, what do you want? Or what, like, you know, so what in it, or we might misunderstand what you want. So break that down. Like,
Right.
give us some insight on us as women, you know, because we're listening. We are women, right, Kamaria? We are women up here that we want to listen. We want to understand. We want to make things better. So
I want to say this in a way where they don't put women in a position to like look down on men, because y'all in the same position.
mm-hmm.
I think y'all have to understand that it's not a lot of positive examples of how to be a man in a working relationship. We know how to be men in dysfunctional relationships. We see hella examples of that shit. So when y'all expect everything to be perfect with us, when we've been learning all the toxic shit, just like y'all, then I think is we in the unfair space. Know that this country ain't designed to create like positive men in working relationships with a black woman. Nothing in the society like teach us to do that. Everything teach us like everything outside of that. You get what I'm saying? So y'all have to work with us when it comes to that. And another thing, like take responsibility with like our development. Like if you in a nigga life, then you responsible for adding some degree of development to that nigga. That's your responsibility in this world. That's your responsibility to the ancestors. Because it's been a system that been teaching us everything different, everything to have us against each other. You get what I'm saying? So if you run into a young man, a boy, a man, an old man that's doing some shit that you know ain't right, it's your responsibility. Like the universe put you in that space to see that shit, to tell that man like, nah, that ain't right. Feel me? Take your responsibility in this shit too, to help us get right.
That was a good one. I like that. That was some good knowledge.
My son about to make me throw my phone at him.
Wow, what he doing? What young Larry doing?
What up?
Kamaria said, as a woman, I want to understand they really have feelings too. Yes, well, I think I got that for the most part, but it is a work in progress for women because sometimes like we definitely be on some like it's all about how we feel, but nah, like especially as you get older, as you grow, as you mature, as you done been through some things, you kind of start understanding like, listen, they got feelings too. They might have some things they want to say and get off their chest. That's why earlier we were talking about when is it okay for a man to like show his emotions and be, open and honest and all of that good stuff with the girl that he's with. So she said, my boy said the music was poison. He didn't know how to really treat and love women because he was taught money over everything, niggas before bitches, and etc. She said, I like that. However, we can't save them all. Sometimes they don't want to hear us. So, yes, what your boy said, that's very true. It is like that. Like a lot of dudes, that's why they be like, oh, that's what we talked about earlier. Like if a man taking care of everything money wise, they feel like they can just do whatever they want. But that's not how it should be. Like, nah. If you feel like that's the only way that you could get me and keep me is by taking care of me financially and that's it, and you don't have to pour into nothing else, or you don't have to tap into any other part of you, then I don't want that because you're not about to control me with your money. So she said, however, we can't save them all. Yes, because personal experience, like you can't, people, like I said, you could try to help someone as much as you want. You could try to tell them like, yo, maybe I think you need to work on this, or maybe, I'm seeing this pattern and it's a negative. You know how it is. Sometimes they don't want to listen. Like it's just like earlier we said that, I don't know if you was listening when we were saying like they think you treat them like their mother, or we might be talking to them in a way that they might not receive it. So that's another thing maybe that I think men want women to understand. Like when we talk and how we come at them, we have to do it in a certain way. I think that's a big one.
Please. Lorraine.
What you about to say?
Get out my face.
He said his phone dying. I don't think we take it all into consideration. We don't try. I mean, we try, but sometimes these niggas cry. Kamar, you come in. We was talking about all of this stuff. No, but is that something too? Like a man, like want a woman to understand more, like how we come at them when we talk to them about certain things, like our demeanor. Is that a problem?
Shit, yeah. I mean, just like it is with us, if we coming at y'all all aggressive and chest poked out and all of that, no matter what we saying, you ain't really hearing what we saying. You get what I'm saying? Communication is not about saying the words that's in your head or that's in your heart. It ain't about that. Communication is about being able to say all that shit in a way where somebody understand it. You get what I'm saying? I could say the most beautiful shit in English, but if you speak Spanish, you ain't gonna know what the fuck I'm saying.
You're gonna be like, wait, what? Okay.
Exactly. Okay? and it's all for nothing. You get what I'm saying? And that's the exact same thing with communicating. Feel me? You have to be able to, number one, you have to be able to say what you want to say. You have to be able to get out what you want to get out. But in order for it to be receptive to somebody, you got to be able to talk their language, man. If you know I got a problem with authority, then you can't say no shit to me like, well, Lorraine, you need to be doing this and this and this and this. I'm gonna be like, fuck out of here. But if you be like, Lorraine, yo, it make me so happy when you do this. It make me feel so good when you do this. Then I'm gonna be Lorraine, yo, I love it when you do this.
You'll be more in tune.
Exactly. You still saying what you still saying what you want. You still saying how you feel, but you talking in my language. You feel me?
Okay. Nice gems. She said the person gotta be ready for it though. You can come hard or soft. If they ain't ready, they're not gonna indulge in it.
I think that go with talking their language. You never know what somebody ready for if you're not talking their language. You get what I'm saying? If I'm saying some shit that you can't deny, that you understand, is a little harder for you to be like, fuck out of here, and then still do the bullshit that you was doing. If I really understood, if you was able to really convey to me how something that I did made you feel in the way that I understood, there's more of a chance that I ain't gonna do that shit no more. If you just talking your language and getting out all that shit and saying how you feel about what I did, it's not going to soak in.
So how is that person supposed to know your language? Are you supposed to tell them ahead of time? Are they supposed to just observe and watch?
How you learn how to speak Spanish? By listening to that shit.
And practice.
Listen and practice. Simple.
I agree. Okay. So is there anything else that the man wants to tell the woman? Any more advice for us ladies that's tuned in?
Most men like classy women in the streets, but nasty prostitute, wild shit in the bed. Most of us like that.
We know that. I think women.
Y'all don't know, then goddamn it.
Yo, they want you to be they want you to be their slut. They want you to be a slut for them in the bedroom.
Basically. That'll keep us at home, yeah.
I know you ain't just make that statement, but we're not even gonna tap into that. Could you? That's what keep them at home. Okay. Everybody don't stay at home when they get treated like that.
You're right.
She said she agreed with what you said earlier, all the stuff that you just said. Kamaria, you see him, right? Talk about some that'll keep us at home.
No, I mean
a real one.
Right. Cause what the fuck? Goddamn, what the fuck? Why am I go get some other shit if I'm straight with this?
Never mind. We already answered that question before plenty of times on this show. I'm about to say that's another question. Damn, I don't know if I'm about to be ready for next week. Don't ask me nothing.
You silly, yo.
Don't ask me nothing. I'm gonna just sit here and listen to all y'all.
I'm sure Nate and Webb was like mentally jotting down hella questions.
Yeah, see, that's where I kind of messed up at because I didn't mentally jot down some questions, but I got some good questions out of y'all, some good responses. She said niggas is greedy, that's why. Girl, we already know that. We talked about that 101 times.
You ain't never lied.
Kamaria, you want to come on the show next week?
I'm kind of greedy.
You kind of greedy. You just said that you're not going to go nowhere if you're getting treated right. So what's going to make you be greedy?
No. I take that back. But that's why I said kinda. I'm only greedy if I'm in a space to be greedy, you know?
I like that response. Okay. That's a good one. You played it real safe. Lorraine.
Right.
He just played. Look, I'm right here laughing like he just played it real safe. That was a good comeback, though. That was a good comeback.
Right.
Yo,
I'm sure she could relate. The fuck?
Yo, I'm just trying to figure out like what is Webb about to do? Like,
that's sleepover.
Yo, this is.
He's squatting right now. He ain't even gonna have to pay rent in like 2 weeks. He's gonna be a resident. You're not gonna be able to kick him out. You're gonna be able to get mail, everything.
Yeah. Don't play with me. Nigga. Wait, what she said? All right, you being nasty. Nigga could have gotten slurped up like a smoothie and still go for a root beer. Oh my gosh.
You right.
She said Webb need a blanket. Yo, no, I ain't giving him shit. It's warm in here. He'll be fine. He better fucking Oh, now he getting up a little bit, I think. Yeah. Yo, nigga, how you feel like that? Yo, this might be a first. Like, fall asleep on a show that you a part of.
Y'all don't know. I have.
Well, then you should have just said, I can't do this tonight. Like, see what being honest?
I didn't know the half.
Oh man, Web, yo.
All right, I'm gonna put you on a little bit. Web, so wait, can you see him?
Let's Web.
What's the question?
Wait, you gotta fix your you gotta come.
Damn! Tell him lick.
Good night, people.
Oh my gosh. Bruh. No. He ain't gotta get out. Oh, hell no. Oh.
Yo, the fuck? How you squatting and fucking shit up, Web? Oh my god. You ran out the room. Oh my god. Hey, T's, let's wrap it up.
I'm about to wrap it up because I'm just like in shock right now. All this shit that's going on. Like, you just broke.
This is like.
All right, so yeah.
We need
he's sleeping and breaking shit.
Yeah, we need a
and stealing snacks. Like, dock his time for real. Like, yo, what?
Yeah.
Yo, Larry, don't laugh. Yo, he broke the chair. That chair is, yo.
What the fuck? You couldn't write this shit, boy.
You cannot write this. That's why I love this live shit, yo. You just cannot. You cannot. This is what we going to fuck on. Like, oh my gosh.
But then where did he go, yo? Where did he go? Like,
I think he's in my kitchen trying to steal stuff. That's what I'm saying. I gotta wrap this up because this boy is, yo. Don't even laugh at him because he broke the chair. He's sleeping. He over there. This whole topic was supposed to be on him. I'm done. All right, you know what? Larray said some real good stuff, you guys. So I want to end it on a positive note. I'm gonna end it on a positive note. This was a really good show. Like, I really enjoyed the feedback. I enjoyed the questions that me and Tiffany asked, and I enjoyed, even though I got a little beat down about the whole trash thing, I still enjoyed the whole conversation. I think I learned some things. I think some of the females up here learned some things. And we're gonna be back next week with part 2, which is the woman's time. So now the men get to ask us women some questions. Like I said, I don't know if I'm about to answer them, but yeah, we gonna have fun next week. So now it's their turn. So get in y'all heads, Larray, jot some stuff down. Don't be asking no crazy.
Come for their neck, Larray. Come for their neck.
bro, I can't even.
Nah, she made a whole scene. Come for their neck next week, bro.
I be trying to be in solidarity with him, but he on his own right now. He trying to bring it back. No.
All right, yeah. So next week is the woman. It's gonna be part 2. We in the hot seat, so now it's our turn. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you guys for telling people about the Talk with TT shows. No, not this. What's this Saturday? I'm not gonna talk about late night because, like I said, I don't know when I'm coming back with that. But thank you, Larray, for coming on. Thank you, Tiffany, Nate, Kia. And what? No, I'm not gonna think. Thank you guys for coming in the building. You know, I always love the Venus versus Mars family. When you guys stop laughing at the foolishness. So yeah, you guys, we will be back Tuesday with Show Support Tuesdays, as well as Thursday with the Venus versus Mars. Make sure y'all tap in. Everybody enjoy the rest of your night. Later.